Welcome to the movie Lair. Lights low, screens glow, real news in the air. Welcome to the movie Lair. From Marvel to DC, every frame gets shared. Welcome to the movie Lair. No cap, no spin, just cinema flair. If it's film or TV, yeah, you know we there. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the yeah. Welcome to the movie Lair. Yeah. Welcome to the movie Lair. We report the facts and the rumors, just keeping it square. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Lights low, screens glow, real news in the air. Welcome to the movie Lair. From Marvel to DC, every frame gets shared. Welcome to the movie Lair. No cap, no spin, just cinema flair. If it's film or TV, yeah, you know we there. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. We report the facts and the rumors, just keeping it square. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. We report the facts and the rumors, just keeping it square. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Yeah. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Lights low, screen glow, real news in the air. Welcome to the movie Lair. From Marvel to DC, every frame each share. Welcome to the movie Lair. No cat, no spin, just cinema flair. It's full TV, ain't no we air. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the Lair. We report the facts and the rumors, just keeping this plan out. Welcome to the movie Lair.
What up, y'all? Thank y'all for checking in. Q, what's up, Q? One of our channel members say we won't see him for long once he ships out. Q, when you shipping out for the military, man? Give us some news. Got the magician in the house. What's up, the magician? Thanks for always checking in with me. Q, when are you shipping out for the military? How y'all doing this Good Friday, man? We got a lot of stuff to get into. We had a lot of news to drop this week. Okay. What up, Lawrence? Thanks for checking in, Lawrence. Q, one of our channel members, is shipping out on August 10th to join the military. Okay. Mental health is in here, said you need to follow Tina LockLair. Right on time, mental health. Every Friday, he puts that in here. Okay, Q, we're going to wish you good luck on basic training, man. Make sure you stay with us over the next couple weeks until you finally ship out. Which branch are you going in, Q? I forgot. How has y'all week been? It has been a interesting week. We got a lot of news and movies to cover this week. A lot of stuff. Y'all, I finally watched Dune. I'm going to talk about that, too. I finally watched Dune. It took me like 2 years to get through it, but I'm here. I made it. Let me see if my, okay, Q's going into the army. All right. Okay. Q is going off to be an Avenger. No, just one. I just watched one Dune. Just one. I'm getting to the second one, y'all. Oh, man. How y'all doing today? Is my sound effects working? My bombs dropping, my Avengers theme going. We gonna have us. I need to try to get out here early. I say that every week. I need to leave early so I can go to dinner tonight. I need to go have me a nice dinner. I'm gonna take myself out to eat because my wife in there sleep, so I'm probably gonna go by myself. The magician says he has to watch the second one. Magician, I thought you told me last week that you could not get into Dune. You told me, I think I remember you saying you could not get into Dune and you didn't watch it. If I remember correctly. Get my microphone together. What up, S-Jadix? Q said, I'm going to the army, but I'm building and maintaining satellites, so I ain't fighting nobody. Period. That's what I'm talking about. Q said he ain't finna be out there in that foolishness. All right, man. Y'all know how I am. I like to let's just get started. And for the people that's not here, hopefully you get here. S-Jadix, don't come in here talking no trash this week because you know I will get you banned. Everybody else, thanks for hanging out. We got a packed show. We got a lot of stuff to get into. I appreciate y'all always checking in with me. For the people that's listening to it on audio only, thank you. For the people who's catching me on the replay, gang, I appreciate y'all too. But I'm about to get started because I made it on time today and we got a lot of stuff to run through. So let's get this thing popping. So what up, y'all? Tina here with the movie Lair, and we are on episode 12 of 2026. And on this show, we're going to be talking about a lot of things, y'all. We're going to be discussing, did y'all know that a You Got Served Part 2 is coming? Did y'all know that? Damson Idris has been cast as a spy in a new Netflix project. What else we got? Wonderman. Wonderman got renewed for a season 2. The Harry Potter trailer dropped. And Keith David is in Spiderman. Who is he playing? Plus a lot more. So y'all, I done called myself looking out for y'all, and I got a little agenda so y'all can see exactly what's going on. I have accepted that Sadie Sink is going to be Jean Grey. Jeff Snyder pretty much confirmed it, and I've accepted it. Mental Health said, Tina, when you going to invite people in the chat to chat with you? Y'all can come up anytime y'all want to. At the end of the show, come on up. If you want to come up tonight, Mental Health, come on up. I am never against people coming up. I done had people come up before. At the end, I always say, y'all got anything else to say? Don't nobody say, hey, I want to come up. Y'all can come up anytime y'all want to. Y'all just let me know. Let me show y'all. Y'all remember last week I was trying to show y'all my t-shirts and then everything just went blank. This is one of my t-shirts I made. Y'all can get it on my website. It says, powered by popcorn and plot twists. I like it. It's so cute. Look. Hold on. I got to make sure I ain't rolling over my dog. Hold on. It's so cute. Powered by popcorn and plot twists. Lauren said y'all gonna have her in here 12 hours. We not finna be here that long. Y'all know I am not like Planet Fanatics them. They can go for 3-4 hours. I can't do it. We in and out. Tight ship. Let's get into it. First topic. All right. Let me get everything loaded up here. All right. So people have been asking, whatever happened to Nate Parker? Where is Nate Parker? They canceled Nate Parker. Where is Nate Parker? Because for a minute, it felt like he just disappeared from the spotlight. But no, he's actually been working, just moving a lot quieter behind the scenes, writing, directing, and now he's back with a new project. So boom, he got a new film out. He has a new film out, and it's called Newborn, starring David Oyelowo. And the premise sounds like it's going to mess with your head a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We got a little psychological thriller going on here. We're talking about a dystopian thriller where David plays Chris Newborn, a man who just got out of solitary confinement after 7 years. Jesus Christ. That already tells you what his mental state is. He's not going to be normal coming back into society. On another note, this is me personally. I think solitary confinement is cruel and unusual punishment. People shouldn't be in solitary more than a couple days. Now, it's crazy what being alone in a small cell for an extended period of time can do to you mentally. I don't think nobody should be in solitary confinement for more than a couple days or so. But anyway, now that he's free, he's back into the real world. His reality starts turning into a psychological battleground. Like, imagine finally getting out, but your mind just never really left that jail cell. We're talking about trauma, paranormal, the blurred lines between what's real and what's not. Yeah, this can get real creepy real quick. Now, we don't have a ton of details, but what we do know is it's dropping exclusively in theaters, AMC, if you're near an AMC, on April 12th. So they clearly got some confidence in it. You know what I'm saying? They putting it in theaters. They're not putting it on Tubi. But I'm curious, do y'all think this is going to be one of those sleeper films that just comes out of nowhere? Or is this one of those where it's like a good concept, but we got to see how they're going to execute it? Because to be honest, I haven't seen nobody promoting it. Like, Nate Parker, where y'all at? David, where y'all at? This is coming out in like 2 weeks. I ain't seen no interviews. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all who was asking where Nate Parker is, here he is. And you know what? I kind of talked about this. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. This is the route I wanted Jonathan Majors to take. Instead of cuddling up with MAGA, invest in yourself and make your content. This is Nate Parker's film. He's putting his money into it. He got his homeboy to star in it. Doesn't look like it's cheap. It looks pretty good. He probably got a few investors involved. Jonathan Majors, you can do the same thing, man. You ain't got to go over there and roll around with MAGA. Nate Parker, if we keeping it a buck, Nate Parker never even really had the type of money that Jonathan Majors had. You know they broke him off real good for Loki and Ant-Man. Now, if he spent all his money, that's a little different. He might ain't got no money to invest. But I still would like to see Jonathan Majors go this route. You know what I'm saying? Nate Parker was canceled. Jonathan Majors is canceled. Buckle down. Get into your craft and make your own movies if you feel like people not putting you on film. It's too much technology and resources out. But, man, are y'all going to check out this Nate Parker film? Y'all let me know. Does this look like it's something you're interested in? All right. Let's see. Let's check the comments. Let's see what y'all talking about in here. Hold on. Oh, Lawrence just gave me a super chat.
Shout out to the super chat. Shout out to the super chat. Shout out to the super chat. Thanks for supporting. I like that. Thanks for supporting. I like that.
Y'all know one thing we're going to do is jam over here. I got a song for everything. Lawrence just gave me a super chat, said, Happy Friday. Stay black and stay blessed, people. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Lawrence said, I had an idea that we put them in VR and they relive their crime for 2 weeks and they get out unless it's murder. Ooh, I like that. Eshadic says, sounds very Black Mirror-ish. The magician said, I'll give it a gander. Go give it a gander. Yeah, man, it looks kind of interesting. I ain't gonna flex. There's too many movies coming out, man. I might have to just catch this when this one hits streaming. It's a lot going on. I can't keep up with everything. I might have to catch this one on streaming. Dre Mac in the building. He said, hey, Tina, hashtag Black Snape. I will be talking about Black Snape later. Why y'all ain't tell me my hair was fluffy up here? I'm getting my hair done next week, y'all. I think so. No, it might be the week after. I know I've been looking a little ratchet here. All right, next up. What we got? All right, Apple has greenlit a film called Liminal, a sci-fi action thriller that will star Yahya Mateen and Vanessa Kirby. Are y'all checking for Yahya and Vanessa? Yahya, don't go over there and have googly eyes with Vanessa Kirby, okay? We just got through talking about Jonathan Majors. Anyway, while the plot is being kept under wraps, the source material takes place in a world where a tenth of the population suddenly gains telepathic powers as a result of an electromagnetic disturbance. Subsequently, a new telepathic Boston police find themselves contending with a faction led by a wrongly convicted prisoner who's trying to escape a world in which their powers will make them target. So who gonna be the telepath? Is Yahya gonna be the criminal telepath, or is Vanessa Kirby gonna be the criminal telepath? Who y'all think? Who y'all think gonna be the criminal? Y'all better not make the black man the goddamn criminal. Y'all better not make the. I hate that Apple TV has good shows, and I don't watch them because I don't have Apple TV. It's just too many streaming services. I can't keep up with them all. And this sounds like something I actually would watch, but I ain't got Apple. I don't have it. It's too many. I can't keep up. It's too many. But yeah, Yahya Mateen and Vanessa Kirby will be teaming up on this new project coming from Apple. Next up, Strung. All right. Strung is coming from creator Malcolm D. Lee, who brought you projects like The Best Man, okay, Girls Trip, Barbershop, many projects, mostly comedy. Malcolm usually deals in the comedy era, but now he has a new thriller coming out called Strung, starring Chloe Bailey, Lynn Whitfield, Coco Jones, and Lucien Laviscott. This is a co-production between Jason Blum and guess who? Guess who's a co-producer on this? Uncle Tyler Perry. Uncle Tyler Perry. What a weird pairing. Who would have ever thought Tyler Perry and Blumhouse teaming up to make a movie? Who would have thunk it? But anyway, this is coming out on Peacock on June 26th. And rumors are saying Chloe Bailey will be a gifted violinist who's a prestigious music tutor for an elite family. And the movie spirals into a literal thriller for her sanity. What the hell going on in this house? How I come over to teach your daughter how to play the violin and now my brain get messed up? What the hell going on in this house? Looks like Coco Jones is trying to convert over into the actress lane, same as Halle Bailey, Chloe Bailey. Being an artist, a singer, it can be such an unrewarding career. You don't make money on your album sales or your streams. The only way you make money is touring. So you have more and more of these singers, especially women, that are converting over into actress. Now, Coco, she was already kind of like an actress anyway. But Chloe Bailey, Halle Bailey, they have definitely been leaning more so into being actors. And I might check this out. It's always good to see Lynn Whitfield. Has Lynn ever played a good role? I think ever since A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, Lynn Whitfield is always the damn villain. Damn. She is always the villain. Can we get Auntie into a nice role? Maybe she's nice in this role. Lauren said this is like that Netflix movie, but black. The Perfection. Okay, I might have to check that one out. Might have to check that one out. Lawrence said, I don't have the budget for Apple TV. He lying. Lawrence got the budget for it. I have the budget. I just don't have the time to watch everything. It's too much. It's too much. That's also why I stopped doing like movie reviews, because like I would get so many screeners, early screeners, and I'm like, I can't watch all I can't watch all this. I got some screeners today, and I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to watch it. I just can't do it. But anyway, yes, this movie is going to be starring Chloe Bailey. It's called Strung, and it's coming out on Peacock this summer. All right. We moving along, baby. That's what I'm talking about. What we got next? Reasonable Doubt. All right. So Tank and Meagan Goode will be joining the TV show Reasonable Doubt. This has been a pretty successful show for Disney. You know what I'm saying? It airs on Hulu. It's going into its 4th season. Disney don't really like to run stuff in the 4th season, so they must like what's cooking over there on Reasonable Doubt. But this show pretty much centers around this attorney doing attorney stuff with a little drama, a little action. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. I am happy for the show. I don't know if y'all know, but this show is loosely based on real-life lawyer Sean Halle. She worked on the O.J. Simpson case. She was also Tory Lanez's lawyer, his original lawyer with the Megan Thee Stallion case. But she left the team because she tried to get him to take a 2-year plea deal, and he said, hell no. He would have been out. Now he doing 10 years. I don't know why people won't listen to black women. Listen to black women. She said, son, take this 2-year plea deal. He said, hell no. He then got the lawyer all wrapped up in the case because he told Kelsey that the lawyer told him he could give her some money to help with her business, essentially a goddamn bribe. And that damn lawyer was like, what? Like, I did not tell you to tell her what?
What? Yeah. Man, hell no.
That lawyer said, I'm going to get the hell on. She left. She said, because now you roping me up in your bull stuff, telling people that I told you to bribe this girl. I'm up out of here. So, Reasonable Doubt is a TV show on Hulu, and once again, it's based off of that real-life lawyer, Sean Halle, and they just recently added Tank and Meagan Goode to the cast, so it looks like somebody is working in the Majors household, okay? Meagan Goode out here getting a little check. Tank will be playing an artist on the show, and Meagan Goode will be playing a new district attorney. Happy to see Meagan working. Happy to see Meagan working. What is my dog doing? Lauren said people like to keep Meagan booked. Yeah. Why? Yeah. Lauren said, I wonder why she didn't get her man a job, child. She like, damn, I can't work and work for you and help you get jobs. That's his agent's job. And I guess he got a job. He working with Magamount. He has a job. All right. We going over to the rom-coms, All right. So we have a battle of the rom-coms coming up, and I'm a little excited because I feel like we haven't really got like a lot of rom-coms in the past. Now, I don't want to necessarily put the drama in the rom-com category because Zendaya says it's kind of multi-genre, like it's a lot going on. So it seems like this movie isn't just like as straightforward of what it is. Somebody told me what the twist in the drama was like a year ago, but I forgot. So if y'all know the twist, don't spoil it because I do want to watch this movie. So next week, the drama with Zendaya comes out, and the week after that, You, Me, and Tuscany with Halle Bailey and Reggae Jean comes out. So we got 2 movies back to back that's kind of floating in the rom-com genre starring black women. Now, I don't know if y'all saw this on Twitter. Nina Lee is a director, and she says she's pitching a rom-com right now with Coco Jones and Country Wayne. However, executives are saying, well, let's just wait and see how You, Me, and Tuscany does before we think about making your movie. Yeah, that's what she said. She said everybody needs to go and watch You, Me, and Tuscany because now her career depends on how this movie does. And we always have to remember, y'all, I tell y'all this every week. This is a business. These executives want to either make money or win awards, because when they're buying films, like I tell you guys, you better believe that there are people out pitching films. People are pitching content. People are pitching positive things. But if these executives feel like nobody is going to watch it, they're not interested in taking a risk on a movie and losing money. Nobody likes to lose money. This is the entertainment business. This is the entertainment business. This thing is about money. We talk about this all the time. Some people want to live in this fantasy la la land and say, well, why don't we get more positive content? Because y'all don't want positive content. When positive content comes out, y'all don't watch it. Y'all look the other way. So these executives feel like, why am I finna invest my money into a movie that ain't gonna make me no money? So she's like, hey, I need y'all to go watch You, Me, and Tuscany so that these executives can see that there is a crowd for black rom-coms, and then more black rom-coms will get made. And then some people are like, well, what happened? We used to get this all the time in the 90s. What happened was streaming. Streaming killed everything, because back in the day, back in the 90s, back in the 2000s, if I'm an executive and you come to me and you say, hey, Tina, I have this great movie. It's called Love and Basketball, and it's about two basketball players. I need $10 million to make this film. I'm going to say, Love and Basketball. It's about black people. I'm going to give you the 10. You know why I'm going to give you the 10? Because it might only make 5. And this is just me guessing. I don't know what Love and Basketball made at the box office. But I'm going to say, hey, it might only make $5 million at the box office. But guess what? When it comes out on VHS, when it comes out on DVD, when it's streaming on BET Plus or BET, the network, for the next 20 years, hell, I'm going to end up making $30 million off of that movie. Great investment to me. The problem is, we don't have that anymore. So you don't have these executives saying, hey, I want to give you $15 million to make a rom-com and be willing to risk losing money at the box office, because there's not a way to recoup it on the back end. People used to recoup a lot of money on DVD rentals, DVD sales, VHS sales, and off of licensing, but that ain't there anymore. So people are less willing to take risks knowing they're not going to get their money back. Are you going to let somebody borrow some money and they tell you they're not going to bring the money back? Hell no. It's the business, y'all. It is the business, unfortunately. So everybody who says we don't have lighthearted films, everything is always so heavy and drug dealing and violence, you have this film with Halle Bailey, which seems like a feel-good, old-school rom-com from back in the day. I consider this a black film. You got two black leads. This is being produced by Will Packer. This is a black movie. Go watch it. I'm going to go try and catch both of these films. It's rare that black women get to lead movies, even though Zendaya is biracial. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't get in here trying to correct me. She considers her a black woman, so that's the damn category I'm putting her in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put the drama, her movie solely in the rom-com category, but I think Zendaya's movie is going to have like some little weird twists or some weird stuff going on. But I'm going to check it out, man. I'm going to check it out. Are y'all going to go check out these rom-coms? Let's check the comments. The magician says she'll always work. I'm assuming you're talking about Meagan Goode. Lauren said the drama got spoiled. Somebody told me, but I can't remember, so please don't spoil it. S. Jaddick says, finally, we got some actors selling rom-coms without pretending that they're sleeping with each other. Zendaya don't play that. Zendaya do not let the men's get too touchy-feely and all on her on them red carpets. And Halle Bailey got a man, so you're not going to be touchy-feely on me either. She said, I'm late. You haven't really missed much. We got a packed show today. Perp Minded says, nowadays you don't need Hollywood to get your movie made. You can cut out the middleman completely. We see a lot of examples of people doing that. That's true. You do not need Hollywood. However, they are making the barriers of entry harder. For example, if you want to get you and your homies together and y'all film a movie and put it on YouTube, great. Easy distribution chain. Back in the day, a couple years ago, you and your homies could get together, put a movie on Tubi, make a pretty decent penny. Now, they're raising the barriers of entry into into Tubi now. A couple years ago, I think your film only had to have a budget of this is me guessing, only like $10,000. If your film is $10,000 or more, it would qualify to go on Tubi. If I remember correctly, because I was talking to my homeboy who's a director, and he was telling me now in order to get your film on Tubi, the budget has to be at least $100,000 or maybe $250,000. So as Tubi started to get more popular, they started to phase the ability for black talent to make money, because y'all know black people were putting a lot of their films on Tubi. So yeah, it's easy for me and my homies. We can come up with $10,000 right quick. Now coming up with $100,000, $250,000 to just put into a movie, that makes it a little harder for, certain people to get their films out unless you're going to put it on YouTube. So, yep. Dan the Man says, sorry for running late, chat. How you feeling about your girl Sadie Sink confirmed to be Jean Grey? We will cover that when we get to Marvel. I don't like it. Lawrence said, Iron Lung and Talk to Me prove people can put their own stuff out, just won't be as big as budget rom-coms are cheaper. Yep. Z movie is A24. Yep, you're right. That's a A24 movie. It came out that Christoph Borgeli might be a PDF on TMZ. Who is Christoph Borgeli? Why is that name not ringing a bell? Christoph Borgeli? Who is that? Oh, he's the director. He's Norwegian. I mean... Dan the Man says, hell, nobody's talking about Robert and Lakeith Stanfield's horror movie with Lawrence last year. Dang, which movie was that? Dan the Man said Tubi is phasing out the bootleg content. Yep, they said, get that shit up out of here. They want it gone. Get all the blacks out. Get the blacks out. All right, what we got next? Oh, my God. Lawrence, you talked up the pedophiles. You Got Served, Part 2. Let's get into this, y'all. All right. So Marques Houston posted on Twitter that You Got Served Part 2 is coming. And my question is, are y'all here for this? Are y'all here for this? Is this y'all tea? Is this it? Are y'all here for You Got Served Part 2? So many questions. Like, is B2K going to be in this movie or not? Because there's some weird allegations between Chris Stokes and Raz B.
He a fan here. Freaky ass.
Okay, is B2K going to be in this? Now, J Boog and Marques Houston, they're family members, so he'll probably show up. Lil Fizz might need to check. He might show up. I can't see Omarion doing this film, especially with all the weird allegations around Chris Stokes. But who knows? Who knows? Y'all want to know why Jeffrey Epstein got away with what he was doing for so long? It's because people will compromise their morals for money.
I like more than check.
For money. All those people over there on Tubi are weird as hell for working with Marques Houston and Chris Stokes, knowing all the allegations around them. Fucking weird. Try not to cuss. They're weird. You got Usher and Young Miami both coming out this week saying, well, that wasn't my experience with Diddy, so I'm not gonna rain down on him. Young Miami is like, Diddy did all these great things for me. I just can't turn my back on him. Usher is like, Diddy's just such a great businessman. I can't take that from him. It's money. People will People will do some weird things for money. When money is involved, people will look the other way and let these things just go on and on and on and on. And it's the same thing that's happening with Chris Stokes and Marques Houston. Raz B pretty much has Chris Stokes on tape admitting to doing inappropriate things to him. He has it on tape. Now, Marques Houston, he's the worst. He's the worst. And Chris Stokes, he's wrapped all up into it. The girl who Marques Houston married, oh, we finna really get into it now. The girl who Marques Houston married, where's she at? Oh, little Maya. In my opinion, this little girl was groomed and preyed on, in my opinion. I don't see no other way around it. Groomed and completely played on. That little girl, she's a woman now. She's still a little girl to me because I'm old. That little girl has been to my house before. I know her. Let me tell y'all a crazy story. That little girl was in foster care, or she was adopted. She ran away from foster care, came to her mom. My wife is a cosmetologist. She's done celebrities' hair before. And that's loosely the connection we have with Maya. Maya followed my wife on Snapchat. Now, mind you, this was the summertime. This is when this little girl was first reported missing. She had to be like 16 years old. Fast forward to spring, she's probably like 16 at the time. Like 16. Late one night, my wife was like, look at little Maya. She's going to prom, and her date looks like Marques Houston. The little girl had posted on Snapchat. I looked, and I was like, wow, look at Maya. She looks so nice. Mind you, this little girl was reported missing because she ran away from her foster parents. So when I first saw her, when I first met this little girl, she was a little girl with a pink backpack. Her foster parents had cut all her hair off. So seeing her in prom attire, I was like, oh, wow, she looks so healthy. She looks nice. And yes, her date looks like Marques Houston. Bitch, I ain't paid no mind. Because I'm like, me and Marques Houston the same age. So when I first saw a picture of them together, I'm like, damn, that boy do look like Marques Houston. I just blew it away. I'm like, who cares? He looks like Marques Houston. Fast forward in the future, maybe 6 months. Her Instagram page went from a little girl's Instagram page. I'm talking about little girl with ponytails, pink backpack, Hello Kitty posters and shit up. Her page went from having like 500 followers to 300,000 followers overnight out of nowhere. And her old page was wiped clean. I'm still not paying it no mind. Then she starts to upload pictures of her hanging out with Chris Stokes. Maya, she's probably like 16 or 17 years old. 16, 17 years old. Chris Stokes starts uploading more and more pictures of her. And he's like, look at my daughter, my beautiful daughter. And I'm sitting back like, that ain't your daughter. I'm like, why is Chris Stokes calling her his daughter? So I tell my wife, I said, why is Chris Stokes calling Maya his daughter? Like, this is so weird. I'm like, how the hell did she get 300,000 followers overnight? Like, what's going on? I'm still not paying it no mind because I'm like, okay, she's hanging out with Chris Stokes' daughter. They're around the same age. Cool, that makes sense. Now, I don't think they knew that she was still very active on Snapchat. So one day she posted another picture of her and Marques Houston. And my wife showed me again. And I'm like, that boy don't look like Marques Houston. That is Marques Houston. I was like, I know he not dating that little girl. Like, I'm like, it's no way possible. I'm like, it's no way possible. Baby. The next year when she turned 18, they popped out in a relationship. I was like, oh my God. I was shocked. I was so shocked. And by then, people started looking into her background. They found out she was missing, and somehow she ended up in a relationship with Marques Houston. And people started calling Chris Stokes out and was like, wait a minute. Ain't this the girl you said was your daughter? Why is your daughter dating Marques Houston? Then he finally came out and was like, well, she's not really my daughter. She's my daughter in Christ. She's my spiritual daughter. So I'm like, Chris Stokes, Did you take this little girl in and let Marques Houston start dating her, knowing she came from a bad background, knowing she ran away from her foster parents? I was shocked. So long story short, in my opinion, Marques Houston preyed on and groomed that little girl with the help of Chris Stokes. He immediately married her, put 2 babies in her, and I think it's sick. I think it's disgusting. I don't think you guys should support You Got Served Part 2 because you're dealing with 2 people who are some goddamn weirdos. They're weird. And one thing I can guarantee, I'll never get a cease and desist because I know I'm telling the truth. I know exactly what happened with this little girl, and it's sad that there's nothing nobody can do because she's technically grown now. But don't be surprised if in a couple years she's sitting down and she's telling her story on how she got wrapped up with Chris Stokes and Marques Houston. They both should be ashamed of themselves. It's sick, it's sad, and it's just quite disgusting. Look what Marques Houston has to say.
My wife's situation is
Hold on. It's just crazy.
my wife's situation is a little different. You know, how we met, you know, through mutual friends and everything like that. You know, when I met my wife, she was 17. So, you know, we had no really conversation and no really connection until, you know, she was of age. And, you know, people don't understand it.
People don't understand it because it's weird. And it's like, Chris Stokes, you knew this little girl's past, her history, knowing everything she went through, knowing she's a child. Why would you encourage or even champion this relationship? Marques Houston, he's a full-grown adult man. And then he married her and immediately put 2 kids in her to try to slow her down. She couldn't even live her life and enjoy her 20s before he put 2 babies in her. It's bad enough you guys got her in your orbit when she was a teenager, and then you took her 20s away from her too? She gonna tell this story one day, the same way that girl who was wrapped up in R. Kelly's foolishness and he had that tape out about her, Maya's gonna tell her story. And it's just so weird. It's so weird. Chris Stokes is a weirdo. He blocked me. Marques Houston is a weirdo. He didn't block me because he know I know the truth. This is the Holly weird stuff people be talking about. Like, y'all are really living up to the rumors and legends and whispers of grown men getting with kids and grown men doing completely inappropriate things with kids. It's so wild. It's some freaky ass shit. But are y'all going to watch You Got Served Part 2? Let me know. Oh, I'm just checking the comments. Purple Mind said they did a sequel called Beat the World. Well, Marcus said You Got Served Part 2 is coming out. Q said the love of money is the root of all evil. Lauren said, I'm glad Justin got into it with Usher. Blue said he just here for You Got Served Part 2. Absolutely not. Lauren says, oh, it seems like he picked her up, trapped her, and trafficked her and sold her to Marques Houston. You said it, I didn't. Blue's House said, this is about to be funny. I'm here for the slander. I will not be watching this. I don't like it, y'all. I don't like it because, like I said, can you imagine having a daughter or a niece who's 14, 15 years old and you see her as a little girl? Like, I saw her as a little girl with ponytails and a pink book bag sitting in my house till one day she's with somebody who's my age. Like, that's just weird. It's so weird. And honestly, I don't even think they together no more because she be outside now. She be outside. But yeah, so y'all gonna watch You Got Served Part 2. Blue said he gonna be there for it. I will not. I'll just get online and slander it and, you know, just say how horrible Chris Stokes and Marques Houston is and how they're weirdos. And how everybody just turns a blind eye to it for money. The things we do for money, y'all. Y'all, commercial break.
Commercial break with a movie Lair. Grab some snacks and pull up.
Don't support pedophiles. Do not support traffickers. Do not.
Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some water and some snacks. Meet back here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. We cover rumors and movies, all that here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some snacks and pull up a chair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Walk under the Gotham, we talking all that here. Commercial break with the movie Lair.
Grab some water and some snacks. Meet back here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. We cover rumors and movies all day here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some snacks and pull up a chair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. From Wakanda to Gotham, we talking all day here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some snacks and pull up a chair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. From Wakanda to Gotham, we talking all day here. Commercial break with the movie Lair.
Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some water and some snacks. Meet back here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. We cover rumors and movies, all that here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. From Wakanda to Gotham, we cover all that here. Commercial break with the movie. Grab some popcorn and snacks. Pull up a chair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. The movie Lair. Cover rumors and movies, all that here. We cover rumors and movies, all that here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. From Wakanda to Gotham, we talking all that here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. They for chillin' on commercial break with a movie Lair. We're about to start right now. Get back here. They for chillin' on commercial break with a movie Lair. With a movie Lair. With a movie Lair. They for chillin' on commercial break with a movie Lair. With a movie Lair. They for chillin' on commercial break. Get back here. Get back here. Put it back here. We're about to start here. We're about to start here.
What up? Somebody just text me. I gotta check to see. Somebody just texted me and said another company done put up a higher bid than Paramount for Warner Brothers. Oh my God. Now I gotta get on the internet and see if this is real. Hold on. We might have to cover that next stream. They talking about an Asian company has just came in at the final hour and is trying to buy Warner Brothers. It's on Twitter. So just as Paramount was finalizing its offer to steal Warner Brothers from Netflix, a mysterious Singaporean company suddenly offered to top both bids with $32.50 per share. What the hell? We cover that next Friday. We staying on topic. We cover that next Friday. We're not doing it. We are not doing it. Damson. Our channel nephew, Damson Idris. All right. So like I said, the channel's favorite nephew, Damson Idris, has signed on to be a spy. And no, it's not James Bond. It's going to be the British spy, Harry Jones. The name of the book is The Lord's Day, and this is coming from the same people who bought you House of Cards. So this may be a little good thing that they got in the tuck. They might be cooking something here. Here's the description, and this is an adaptation that's based off a book. This is what it's about. So, British spy finds himself inside an iconic building amidst a lockdown. As the siege escalates, loyalties are tested and selfless sacrifices are made, leading to a fight for survival where everyone will not emerge out alive. Can Harry use his skills and training to be the country's savior? All right, so this is going to be a 6-episode show on Netflix. Filming is supposed to start very soon. Damson's next confirmed will be Children of Blood and Bone, the Miles Davis project as well. He's also an executive producer on this Netflix project, the Spy Project. Now, Geeky Cast thinks he's going to be the next T'Challa. Geeky Cast is saying. Now, the people I talked to, I haven't talked to nobody lately. I talked to somebody a couple months ago, and they said it's just a rumor. Nothing's confirmed. They don't know what's going on with that role. But are y'all interested in seeing Mr. Idris as a spy? This book series, if it goes well, this can be a multiple season type situation. Y'all know, I told y'all that Damson Idris is in the sequel business. The man is looking for a stable job. That's why he tried out for Jon Stewart and Prince Enon and Children of Blood and Bone. F1 may be getting a sequel as well. So if the book series lines up and this show does well, we could be getting 5 to 7 seasons of this. And it's pretty much aligning to what I heard what Damson was looking for his career. He liked working on Snowfall where he had a guaranteed check, and it sounds like that's what he's looking for. You know what I'm saying? He's looking for something long term, and it looks like this spy TV show on Netflix, if it's good, we're going to get multiple seasons of it. So shout out to the channel's nephew, Damson, on his new project. Lauren said also got caught meeting with Netflix. Lauren says he got time for T'Challa Jr. and Children of Blood and Bones. Blues House say no, it's Noblest. It's a capital firm. We can't talk about Paramount right now. I just cannot. S. Jaddick says 5 seasons on Netflix. That's only 4 smash hits. You got to think it's coming from the people who bought you House of Cards. How many seasons did House of Cards get? House of Cards, how many seasons? House of Cards got 6 seasons, so, they got a relationship there. As Shattuck says, Lawrence, ain't nobody interested in Junior but Coogler. Oh, Jesus. All right, what we got? My boy Coogler. All right, most of y'all know that Ryan Coogler is working on an X-Files TV show, and we have a little update. Let's check out this video from Danielle Deadweiler. She'll be playing the lead actress for the TV show. Let's take a look at the clip.
I have to ask you one unrelated question. So I'm a very big X-Files fan, but that also means I'm very sensitive about the things that I love. So what would you tell a big X-Files fan out there who is maybe thinking don't touch my baby, don't reboot it? What is it about what Ryan Coogler has cooking that makes it a worthwhile reboot?
The fact that it is cooking slowly and with lots of flavor.
Ooh.
That's the most I've given away today.
Really
I'm
is.
sorry. It's the most I've given away.
Scoop.
I have to ask you one unrelated question.
Y'all, I love Black people. Our body language be telling a story. I know exactly what was going through Danielle Deadweiler's mind when she said, I'm real sensitive about the things. Look at her face. Look. Hold on. Look. When she said, I'm real sensitive about my things, don't touch my baby, Danielle was looking like, whatever, girl, it's cooking. She was like, Black women, we always have to work on our face, because our face be telling it every time. Her face is just like, oh, Danielle was like, girl, it's cooking, it's coming, child. Hold on, let me play it again. Y'all, look at her face. Watch this. Hold on.
A big, but that also means I'm very sensitive about the things that I love. So what would you tell a big X-Files fan out there who is maybe thinking like, don't touch my baby, don't reboot it? What is it about what Ryan Coogler has cooking that makes it a worthwhile reboot?
The fact that it is cooking slowly and with.
She had to fix it because she was like, don't touch my baby. Danielle was like, oh, man. All right. Next up, we have a clip from the wonderful actress who also starred in X-Files. And she has some thoughts on the X-Files reboot. Let's take a look at that.
I know you publicly talked about the X-Files reboot, so I have to ask you now. Because you said you were interested. Have you talked to Ryan at all about anything?
We've had a few conversations.
Okay. That's good news.
He's such a cool guy. And so talented, and the pilot script is really good, and so
okay, that's good.
I would say have an open mind and give it a chance because it's going to be fucking cool.
That's the best news we could hear.
It really is, and it's something different. It's not, it's different and it's special, so give it a break, yeah.
She even tired of y'all shit. She like, child, it's gonna be straight. Damn, stop aggravating me about it.
Period.
Everybody tired. Show ain't even came out yet. Everybody over it. All right, we have also found out who the leads of the show is. So, of course, it's Danielle Deadwyler is going to be our leading lady. She was announced a little over a month ago, and a couple days ago, we found out who her co-star is, and it's going to be Himesh Patel. He was in Tenet. He's also going to be in The Odyssey. He was in Black Mirror. He has quite a few projects in his catalog, movies and TV shows. I think this is a solid choice. If y'all remember, we talked about this on stream about a month ago, and I said, y'all, you know what? They may go with a Latino or an Asian co-star because that's just something that we rarely see. And boom, bam, we got a Blasian couple. Here we go. I think they look awesome. They're both strong and talented actors. I'm excited for X-Files. Now, just to be clear, Danielle and Himesh will be playing original characters. I saw some people get upset thinking they're replacing the OG Mulder and Scully. That's not the case. That's not happening. There's even a chance that Mulder and Scully, they might pop up in the new series. So the racist folks was getting mad thinking this is a race swap, sorely misinformed, and they just want to be mad this week about race swaps instead of being mad that the TSA workers not getting paid. How about that? Or Trump sending troops into war. But here we are. Y'all mad about potential race swaps. That's not even race swapped. But hopefully this series turns out well. We talked about it a few weeks ago that the pilot episode of X-Files will center around indigenous people. It sounds like it's shaping up pretty well. It says it's just two highly decorated but vastly different FBI agents form an unlikely bond when they're assigned to the long shuttered division devoted to cases involving unexplained phenomena. So, sounds like the X-Files unit is currently shut down, and they're gonna be. Sounds like they reopening it up, and for whatever reason, we got the black woman and the Indian woman in charge of searching the goddamn paranormal activities. That's new. Are y'all excited for X-Files? I am. All right, let's check the comments. S. Jaddick says, happy for Patel and Deadwyler, but no black male lead. Ryan looking a bit fraudulent. Once is a coincidence, but twice is a pattern. I'm almost sure 90% of everything he works on has a black male lead, so I don't know what you're saying, Eshadix. The magician says she got me hyped. She ain't gonna be nothing to play with. And Lawrence says, Jadis, he always has a black male lead. We haven't seen the full cast. Jadis says, M'Baku wasn't no lead in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Blue says, as long as it's better than the last movie and season they did, then we good. VB Morris says, be mad, stay mad. That's what I'm talking about. The magician says, it's going to be a bop regardless. Dan the Man said, glad he's getting another shot. Shame the franchise got canceled after one season. VB Morris says, excited for X-Files. Blues House says, Ryan only uses Michael B. Jordan as the male black lead. You know that. Are we just talking about the movies that he's directed? Are we including the movies he's produced as well? Because the movies that he's produced had other black male leads. And I would argue that, I mean, Sammy should have been the lead in Sinners, in my opinion. The magician says, X-Files is my childhood for real. I'm excited. Yeah. I'm interested to see what they do with it. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. Dan the Man said, Jadis, you just talking to talk. He not getting rid of Michael B. Jordan. Watch him be in a flashback. Jadis says, yes, black male lead. The sisters get mad love. What? Brian Coogler only has one project with women lead in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I don't even consider Danielle Deadweiler a lead on this show because they're co-leads. This is going to be shared. He really only has 2 projects with black women leading, Ironheart and Wakanda Forever. I don't know what you're talking about, Eshadix. Can you maybe educate me on more projects that black women are leading in that Ryan Coogler has done? Because there's way more black men leads in his projects than anything. Himesh might be the first Asian. Namor wasn't a lead in Wakanda Forever. So educate me, Jadix. Maybe I'm being quite ignorant here. If we're going to talk about all the things that he produced as well, Judas and the Black Messiah, that had Daniel Kaluuya, Space Jam. Michael B. Jordan wasn't in that. Blues House says he hasn't done a lot of projects. Listen, I consider Ryan Coogler a producer as well. He's produced quite a bit of projects. So I'm not just going to put him in the directing category anymore, the same way I wouldn't put Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, I consider him a producer as well. And if we're being real, Ryan Coogler, if we're just looking at his directing, he don't have a lot of projects. What has he done? Fruitvale Station, Creed, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. He ain't done a damn 5 movies. What are we talking about? What we talking about, Jadix? 6, Wakanda Forever? You act like he got like 20 in the tuck. He ain't done but 5, 6 movies. Maybe it seems like a lot. Jadix says the male leads in Ironheart were a Latino and a white man. Okay, so are we going to talk about the things that he produced? Are we going to talk about producing credits? The male leads in Ironheart was a Latino and a white man. Who was the Hood? Yeah. But you gotta make the other dude white. That's old boy's son. Y'all got me going blank. Y'all know I'm old. I can't remember nothing. Iron Man 1 cast. What was the man's name? Y'all fill me in. The guy from Iron Man 1. Why am I going blank? Iron Man 1 villain. Who was the villain of Iron Man 1? Y'all help me out. Who was the villain? Obadiah Stane. What his son gotta be white? What we talking about? You wanted Obadiah Stane to be black? I guess. I guess. Come on, S. Jaddix. Now I know I know Coogler is not your best guy, but we got to do better than this. Obadiah Stane got to be white, and let's see. Let's look up the hood's origin. The hood? Yeah, he could have made. I mean, what, y'all wanted the hood to be black? Then y'all would have been mad and said that the villain was black. You can't win. This is why you got to make your content. Just make your content, because I think some of these people are in a win-lose. They just can't win. They just can't win. Y'all would have been mad if the villain would have been black. Come on, S. Jaddix. Johnny Rastafari says, why people get so uptight with Coogler using Michael B. Jordan as a lead, but never gave the same energy to Martin Scorsese putting Leo and everything? Because people, S. Jaddix done left now. He ain't got nothing to say in the chat. Now you done cooked all this shit up. Now you done got quiet. Now come in here and defend yourself. You might need to get up here and get on this microphone and defend yourself. That's like saying, Tina, you only go on Blue Stream. I don't never see you on Dre Max Stream. Hell, Dre be in the morning. Like, let me work out with what I can work out. Like, I don't feel like nobody should tell Ryan Coogler what to do. And this isn't a Ryan Coogler thing, because y'all know I'm not the biggest Tyler Perry fan. I don't think people should tell Tyler what to do. Let Tyler do what he want. Let Ryan Coogler do what he want. Let all the other Spike Lee, everybody, let people do what they want. And then you go make your content and you can do what you want. That's how I feel. Let these people make their stuff. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Y'all don't see me sitting up here talking about Peacemaker every week. I don't like Peacemaker. So I didn't watch it. So I'm not going to sit up here every week and talk about how James Gunn's Peacemaker was horrible. All right, S. Jaddix is back. S. Jaddix says, look, if it's a black male-led project from Coogler, then the most important lady will always be black. If it's a black female-led project, then the most important man ain't ever black, from Ryan. But we don't have enough, case study to even, test that, because his only black woman-led project was Wakanda Forever, if we're talking about directing. Now, if we look at Sinners, Sammy had a black woman as a love interest. Smoke had a black woman as a love interest. Like, what we talking, we kind of threading the needle a little bit. But y'all, what you want him to do, S. Jaddix? Let these people create what they want to create, and if you don't like it, don't watch it. I don't watch stuff I don't like. I'm not finna watch You Got Served Part 2. Why? Because I know I'm not gonna like it. It could be an Oscar-worthy movie. I'm not gonna like it. But y'all know, I told y'all weeks ago, I'm like, I don't think it was gonna be a black male lead. I just felt like it wasn't, because I feel like Ryan Coogler, for some reason, he just likes to have a diverse cast. I'm sorry, a diverse cast. That's just what you're gonna get with him for the most part. I feel like he's very intentional about that. As Jaddix says, nah, I ain't coming on the stream to chat until we know what's going on with T'Challa. Gotta make that debut epic, Tina. Okay. Blue says, who hating on you being on my stream, Tina? Nobody's hating. I was just giving an example, because S. Jax was like, he always works with Michael B. Jordan. And I'm like, you can't tell people who they work with. I only really go on Blue's stream because for some reason, me and Blue just kind of work out together. I would love to go on Dre Max stream, but I ain't going to be up in the morning. And sometimes I don't work out with Planet Fanatics because I might be working with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to tell people who they should work with, and it's hard to tell people, you should go work with someone else because you're always working with that person. It might just work out that way. Him and Mike understand each other. But that's just Ryan Coogler. He works with the same actors. He has the same producing partner and the same sound guy since goddamn college. He done got hooked up with Autumn as his cinematographer. She ain't going nowhere. That's just how he is. He get people and he like to work with them. So Andre Ware said, Andre Ware said Neurotics called it the Malcolm X Files. You can't even, some of these racist people, you can't even get mad at because the shit be kind of funny. Oh. Blues House said, I would like to see him reach out to other black male leads. Why? Why? If he got his dude, like, why? 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 And I get it. This is what I think y'all think about Ryan Coogler. For the people who don't like him, this is what I think. I think people see that Ryan Coogler is winning. And since Ryan Coogler is winning, they want him to spread the winning around to other people. They want, hey, if you made Michael B. Jordan a star, why don't you go get this person and make this person a star? I get that. Because I'm kind of like that, like spread the wealth out. But also, he want to work with who he comfortable with. This is no different than music. Y'all know back in the 90s, back in the 2000s, Aaliyah gonna be working with Timbaland and she gonna be working with Missy. That's her people. She gonna change when she wanna change. Michael Jackson, he gonna work with his people. Let people work with who they want to. And then the next up and coming actor, you go find a little young boy out of college and y'all become the next Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan. And let's don't flex like Ryan Coogler is not bringing people along with him. Look how, as much as us, we've been rocking with Delroy Lindo for years now. This is like the first time other people are seeing Delroy Lindo. So we can't say he not bringing other people along and putting spotlights on other people when he's bringing them along. And what, y'all done pissed me off because now I forgot that damn Chadwick Boseman was the lead on Black Panther. It wasn't goddamn Michael B. Jordan. So he has done work. Y'all done pissed me off in here now. Y'all know I'm old and I be forgetting stuff. He worked with Chadwick Boseman. And he probably would have still been working with Chadwick Boseman. Y'all done made me mad. No, I got a bad memory. Y'all got me thinking Michael B. Jordan the only person he don't work with. He worked with Chadwick too. As Shattuck says, I don't have any issues with Coogler working with Michael B. Jordan. This ain't ever been my issue. That said, Chad's T'Challa didn't get half the respect that Ryan gives Michael B. Jordan when he is the lead. That's an opinion. Because, I mean, I just posted Chadwick today and people was like, damn, Miss Chadwick, damn, Chadwick. I think Chadwick got respect. I think people love Chadwick Boseman. Even if he wouldn't have passed away, people just love Chadwick Boseman. He just carried that role with such grace. And that role was created, no matter if you hate it or love it, that was Ryan Coogler and Chadwick Boseman's creation. And people loved that creation. We done spent too much damn time on the X-Files, y'all. Q says, but was Chad really the lead in the movie? Chad was missing half of the film. He was still number one on the call sheet. He was still the T'Challa. Tiana Taylor was only in the first 20 to 30 minutes of One Battle After Another, and that whole movie revolved around her. So sometimes you can be the lead and not have a lot of screen time, but still be impactful. And I think Chad's time on the screen was impactful. Dan the man said, Auntie up there forgetting about Chad is disrespectful. Cancel. I didn't forget about Chad. It's just I got so many people in here like he only worked with Michael B. Jordan, and I'm sitting here like, damn, he really only worked with Michael B. Jordan. But I forgot he worked with Chadwick Boseman too. So Blue said he was top bill, just barely. I mean, if y'all want to throw a strike at Coogler and says all he wants to do is ensemble films, he specializes in ensemble films, y'all can say that. I told y'all that a while ago that I think his specialty is ensembles. He knows how to take a group of people and make the public fall in love with a different person. I think that is a great skill. People cannot do that. That is hard to do. So I'll give y'all that when he did have Black Panther, the focus wasn't just on Chadwick, because I think he wanted to pull everybody else along. We got to move on, y'all. We can't be sitting here talking about Ryan Coogler and X-Files forever. We gonna be here all night. Next up, Harry Potter. So we got a first look at Harry Potter, and as someone who's never watched the old movies or read the books, the trailer looks interesting, y'all. And you know what? I take that back. The trailer looks good. It don't even look interesting. It looks good now. I do plan on watching all of the movies before the series starts in December. But how do y'all feel about the trailer? Was y'all feeling it? You know, for y'all who watched all the old Harry Potter movies, do you think it was on track? What did you like? What didn't you like? Now, HBO CEO stated they haven't decided on who they will cast as Voldemort yet. He also said there's quite a few seasons plans for this series. I told y'all it's going to be like 6, 7. They plan to cover every book. However, he said the series will not drop every year, so they're going to take breaks. They're going to have some off seasons. He said the production is just too big, too large to drop a season every year. So y'all not getting that shit. You get it when you get it. You get it when you get it. All right, let's see. So our brand new Snape, the actor Papa Essedu, sat down with Esquire and gave us some information about the new series and his character. In particular, he said he's a die-hard book fan. He said he's read all the books. However, he said I ain't never watched them goddamn movies. He said I ain't watched the movies now. I read the books. I ain't watched the movies. He also talked about how he had a little accident when he first got on the broom. He said he wasn't really comfortable up there on the wires, and he ended up falling off the broom, and he was stuck up there on the wires, and he was completely embarrassed. Now, I don't know enough about these characters to really comment on them, but the design of Snape looks cool. He looked cool to me. I'm glad they don't have him looking just like old school Snape. Like how all the AI pictures, we thought he was going to look like old school Snape. I'm glad he look a little different. I like it. I like the change. I like when some things are just a little different. Y'all know me. I don't care about race swaps. Who cares? I think Papa is going to do an excellent job because he's a great actor. We just recently dealt with this with the book fandom of House of the Dragon and Interview with the Vampire. We just recently dealt with this. They race swapped the Valerians. People was pissed off. But hey, we're still here. Nobody died after the race swap. House of the Dragon will be coming out this summer. And for the most part, people are now cool with Corlys and his family being black because they doing a damn good job. In Interview with the Vampire, people was pissed. People were mad that Claudia and Louis were race swapped. People were mad. You fast forward today, and now people are saying Black Louis is way better than Brad Pitt's Louis. Okay? Like, people are saying that Jacob Anderson as Louis is miles better than Brad Pitt's version. And me personally, I think they're equal. I got a soft spot in my heart for the OG Interview with the Vampire crew because that was just my introduction on live action. But Black Louis, Black Claudia, they doing a damn good job. All right, so I don't give a damn about race swaps. I expect nothing but the same from this Snape casting. I think the man is going to do just fine. They will make changes, and we will move the hell on. This is a classically trained theater kid. He's talented. He's British. All his life, he's probably had to play race swap characters. And, of course, Nobody wants to receive death threats and hate mail, but he knew what he signed up for, and I think he's gonna deliver. I'm rooting for Black Snape. I think they got him swaggy. I like it. Now, I do have a problem when black actors have to have dreadlocks. Me personally, I just wish they would commit. Like, just commit. Like Michael B. Jordan did for Killmonger. Just grow your hair out a little bit and let somebody from America put proper lock extensions in your hair, because I don't like when they put the yarn up in people's head. They ain't got to do that. We ain't got to do that now. We can make that a little bit better. Commit to the role. Commit to it. Because guess what? All the women who sign up to be the Dora Milaje, they shave their hair off. They commit. They commit to the role. I want people to commit to getting your dreadlocks installed properly. That's my only gripe with Snape. But good luck, Papa Sadu. I'm rooting for your nephew. I hope you kill it. Other than that, I think this Harry Potter series is going to be huge. I like that HBO is going all in on this franchise now. We don't know who the hell going to end up buying Warner Brothers or when it's going to happen, but I do think this series is going to be large because they actually have a lot of time to really tell more of these stories, and they spending a lot of money on it, and it's coming out in December around Christmas. It's something kids can watch. The adults who grew up on this franchise, they gonna watch it. So hopefully by the time the season comes out, I'll be finished with all the movies. I'm trying to get caught up. I got a long way to go, but I'm a little excited for Harry Potter. A little excited for Harry Potter. All right, let's check the comments. All right. Owen says, or Wim says, gotta sail the 7 seas on Potter. VB Morris says, Nolan makes a lot of ensemble films. He does. Lauren said, trailer just looked okay. Wim said JK gonna play Voldemort. She might. Andre Ware says Black Snape has caused a mess. Lauren says somebody made a video and everything. The memes are crazy. Dan the Man said he also mentioned the series is book plus. To me, instead of getting spinoffs, we're getting all of this show, glimpses of the founders, other schools. Yeah. Esjatic says, how is this Snape not getting no chicks? He's too cool to be Snape. The Magician says, please watch the movies. Such a good time. With that being said, this trailer didn't do much for me, but it's solid. Not too sure, but I'll tune in. The Magician. You don't ever want to watch nothing. Johnny Rastafari said, rude boy snake, Rasta snake, I rock with it. That's right. Wim says, I don't like the casting of a black Snape because of a certain scene in Harry Potter that won't hit the same if he's black specifically. They're going to change stuff. They'll change it. These people knew what they signed up for when they cast him as Snape. So I'm sorry. So I'm sure they're going to make changes. Mental Health says we need more original characters of color. People got to support them, though. We just talked about this earlier with the rom-coms. People are trying to give y'all original stuff, but if people are not going out and spending that money on it, they don't have no faith in it. Lauren said that set it off wig needs to go in season 2. Yeah, get a stylist from Atlanta, fly her over there, or a stylist from Miami, fly her over there. They had them locked straight. Yes, VB Morris from America. You need an American over there. The Magician says, I just wonder why that character in particular, and where are the other black characters? It's gonna be some other little black students in the houses. I talked about that a couple years ago. Let's see. Yep, Lawrence, that's what I said. They need to fly some chick from ATL to get that hair done. Yeah. Mental Health says her mommy is part black. Are you talking about the character or the actress? Because I don't think the actress is part black. Dan the Man says her mommy was black in Cursed Child and folks got over it. They'll be all right. They will. Wim says Society of Magical Negroes came out. Nobody watched it. Yeah, nobody watched it. I heard a lot of people. You I heard people were turned off from that because he was in love with a white woman. That's why I think people didn't watch. I think that movie turned people off. I didn't even watch it either, but all right, moving on. Let's talk about Jumanji. Y'all, Jumanji is moving their release date in the theaters. They don't want none of that Doomsday and Dune smoke. They said they are ready to get the fuck on.
I'm ready to get the fuck ASAP after this shit. I'm ready to get the fuck ASAP after this shit.
Jumanji said, bitch, I'm moving. So Jumanji 3 was originally supposed to drop on December the 11th, a week before Avengers Doomsday and Dune, basically setting itself up to go head to head with both of those movies on the second week. And they was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. They moved. Jumanji would have had a good opening weekend, and by the next week when Dune and the Avengers would have came out, Jumanji probably would have had like a 80 to 90% drop. They said, we leaving. I'm gone. So Sony was like, nah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So Jumanji has now been pushed back to December 25th. And honestly, that's a smart move, because if you stay on December the 11th, you basically are going to get crushed the moment that Dune and Doomsday comes out that very next week. The momentum will be completely gone. Now, by moving after them to Christmas, they're kind of playing a long game. Families are off from work. Kids are out of school. People done already kind of seen Dune and Doomsday. You know, they may be looking for something a little lighter. Let's take the kids to something a little bit more fun. That might be where Jumanji needs to fit. But let's be real. Even with that move, Avengers Doomsday and Dune 3 ain't going nowhere. Those movies are going to dominate for weeks. So the real question is, did Jumanji just avoid the smoke, or did they just goddamn delay the smoke? Because it's coming. It's coming. At the end of the day, you just got to make a good business decision. And the right business decision for Jumanji was to...
I'm ready to get the fuck ASAP after this shit.
That was the right business decision to get the hell on. Just go ahead and move. And y'all know how I feel. I think Dune needs to move too. I think if they were smart, they would move. But Warner Brothers said, baby, we ain't going nowhere. We just finna duke it out. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. And y'all, I finally watched Dune. The first one. Why y'all ain't tell me it was only 3 black people in the movie and 2 of them died? I was like, ain't no more blacks. The blacks gone. But I'm kind of in the Dune world now. That I understand what's going on. Y'all know I love some messy stuff. And this is some messy, drama-filled chaos. This is messy. The first movie is all about, from my understanding, people taking resources, the Emperor being a goddamn hater, hating on the Atreides because they got a fine-ass, charismatic leader. Just hating. He was just hating, so he set up a war between the Atreides and the Harkonnens, and then you got the goddamn nuns. They damn near the main villains of the story, because they the most powerful group, if we keeping it real. They pulling all the strings on all of this shit. So this is my type of drama here. I'm here, y'all. I am in the Dune world. I'm gonna be watching Dune 2 soon. I'm trying to get caught up. But Dune 1 was pretty solid. I love a good little political drama. And Oscar Isaac was fine in that movie. Y'all know I'm gay, but I can still say when a man look good, he look good. That's why the Emperor was hating. Oscar Isaac looked damn good in this movie. That's what I'm talking about. That's a fine man. I love Dune now. I'm in the Dune world. I'm here with y'all. I'm here. Let's check the comments. BB Morris says, check Papa out in season 6 of Black Mirror. Yep. Lauren said, I heard it moved so Doomsday could come early. Would I move if I'm Doomsday? Would I move up a week? I wouldn't. Marvel ain't never care about no IMAX screens. Why all of a sudden when Ryan Coogler started talking about IMAX, now everybody care about IMAX. Marvel ain't never care about no goddamn IMAX screens. They'll be okay. Dolby and IMAX where I'm at cost the same price. Just go watch in Dolby. S. Jaddick says Jumanji needs to run further away. Ain't nobody looking for it. The kids are gonna go. You gotta think. Little kids like Jumanji. Let's see what Jumanji 2 made. Jumanji 2 box office. 800 million. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. The budget was 125. Somebody liked Jumanji. Somebody liked The Rock and Kevin Hart. Mental Health says Shrek 5 and Ice Age 5 coming out in December too. Really? Dang. I'm just thinking about my niece Zendaya. Zendaya gonna have to promote Shrek and Dune. They gonna have my niece running everywhere. The Magician says, yeah, Juju would have got dog walks. VB Morris says the holiday season is gonna be overloaded. Mental Health say they will both make money. Simple. I don't want to make money. I want to make more than money. Dune need to move because this is it for Dune. This it. Y'all need to get as much money as y'all can. Avengers gonna be here for another 20 years. They can take the L. Dune need to move and get as much money as possible. Danny Man says, thanks for the spoiler. What did I spoil? Y'all ain't never watched Dune? If y'all ain't watched Dune, that's on y'all now. If y'all ain't watched Dune, that's on. I'm thinking I'm late. Y'all ain't watched it. Oh, well. Free Spirit said Dune was so boring to me. Maybe I should give it a try. I thought it was too, but Free Spirit, you got to think about it. Bring it down a little bit. They make it so boring, but it's really like Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's real messy. It is real messy. S. Jaddick says, nah, Dune don't need to move. If I'm Warner Brothers, I don't need Dune to win. I just need Doomsday to lose. No, baby, that's not how we think about that. That is not. No. I'm not making a movie in hopes of hurting Avengers. Y'all think they sat down and say, we finna do Doom 3 and we hope that it just pinches Avengers? No. The Magician says IMAX costs more. Does it? Maybe it costs more in y'all area, but when I go to my little AMC, it say IMAX and Dolby both $25. Maybe it's different in different areas. I don't know. Are y'all really telling me I spoiled Doom for y'all? I'm thinking I'm late. Y'all later than me. Y'all deserve to get it spoiled. Y'all deserve, if y'all ain't watched it yet, y'all deserve to get it spoiled. And I don't even think I really spoiled anything. I just said that, talk about the two black people dying? Shit, they did die. Damn. Dan the Man says, I'm trying to know the lore and finish the prequel show. I know the general story, but I didn't know we were in Dune, nor did I know that we could get it ain't but that is not my fault. It ain't but two people. They ain't got a big role. I'm sorry if I spoiled it. Lord, I am sorry. I thought I was behind on Dune. And look.
Spoiler alert. You don't spoil it. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. You don't spoil it. You better leave. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. You don't spoil it. You better skirt. Spoiler alert. You don't spoil it.
Just leave. I'm finna spoil every damn thing. The rest of the show, we finna talk about Marvel and DC, so if you don't want to be spoiled, just go. Just goddamn go. Hell, it wasn't a big spoiler that the two blacks died. It ain't but two blacks, three blacks. Hell. Oh, Jesus. I like Dune. I'm here now, y'all. I'm here. I'm in the Dune family. I'm here. I'm going to watch Dune 2 soon. Next up, The Brave and the Bold. A little bit of DC news. So, there hasn't been a lot of DC news the past couple weeks. We ain't heard nothing about Clayface. We ain't heard nothing about lanterns. But anyway, the creators of The Brave and the Bold and The Flash, Andy and Barbara Mucinetti, gave a little insight into the thought process of creating. Now, first off, I'm a general audience member, so I know everybody hated The Flash. I didn't hate The Flash. Maybe because I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was cool. It was a little long, but let's see what the creators of The Flash and The Brave and the Bold have to say. Let's check it out.
I'm not going to ask you about Batman, but I'm just giving you context for what I'm about to ask. There's a lot of like fan castings on the internet, right? Do you guys as filmmakers, does that even enter your consciousness? Do you pay attention to any of that, or you're just like, that's not my business?
I mean, curious, yeah. There's always curious about what
So you're like
people think.
keeping an eye on it, but you're not.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
love our people, or love our audiences, but in the end, you know, I think that the one thing we get to do is to pick our cast, so.
All right, that's my time. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you
I'm such
so
big
much.
fans. I loved your Flash movie. I just want to say that.
Oh, I love it
So
too.
did
I love it so much.
Isn't it
I'm
great?
really
We
excited
love
for that.
it!
I'm not going to say I love Flash, but I didn't hate it. So, if y'all didn't like hear everything or catch anything, the journalist was like, hey, you know, do y'all see all the fan castings going on for Batman? Do y'all take that into consideration? And Andy was like, I see it, and yeah, a little bit. His sister was like, hell no. We gonna cast who the hell we want to cast. We don't give a damn about y'all fan casting. She was like, no, ma'am. We don't pay attention. We don't give a damn what y'all talk about. The one thing we got control over is casting, and we gonna pick who the hell we want to pick. So Andy and Barbara are brothers and sisters. They're producers, screenwriters. They run the It franchise and worked on The Flash. This feels like me and my little brother. Because he'd get up there and say some shit like that. He'd be like, yeah, we take it into consideration. I'm like, no, the hell we don't. I ain't seeing none of that. I'm casting who I want. I like her. Straightforward. Letting y'all know where they stand. I like Barbara Mucinetti. I'm on her team now. She telling y'all they gonna pick who they want to be their Batman. And who knows if we even gonna get a Batman movie under James Gunn with all this mess going on with Paramount. But child, she was like, we gonna pick who we want to pick. And say what you want about their work on The Flash, this duo here has revived the It franchise. Between the two movies, you know, it's made over $1 million at the box office. Welcome to Derry. It seemed like y'all like Welcome to Derry. So it sounds like James Gunn and Warner Brothers are just going to let these people cook on the Batman, the Brave and the Bold. It seemed like they still in the game. You know, it was rumors at one point that were saying that Andy's not going to do Brave and the Bold. Sound like he's still going to do it. So them people say they're going to pick their own goddamn Batman. Yep. Q said The Flash was overall cheeks. Then the man said, I like Tina's black translation. That's what she said to me. That's what I heard. Johnny Rastafari said The Flash was ass and CGI looked like a PS3 video game. Oh, Jesus. Y'all are killing The Flash. Wim says Trump gonna fire James Gunn after Paramount gets control. I don't know. Trump might be like, hey, can I be in the next Superman movie? James Gunn might say cool, and they might be all right. I don't know. Dan the Man says, let me know when the Elliots get Paramount so Optimus Prime can join the Justice League already. You mean let you know when the Elliots get Warner Brothers, because they already got Paramount. Child, I don't know what they got going on over there. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's go over and talk about a little Daredevil. So Daredevil Born Again release dates have been announced. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it looks like next week we're getting 2 episodes. And most of the critics who have early screeners are saying the show really picks up on episode 4. I'm a Marvel fan, y'all, so I've been watching the series. I'll be there. It's rumors that Jessica Jones may be showing up this season. I heard she only has a minor role, nothing too big. I like the story of Kingpin. I think Vincent D'Onofrio is great in this role. I love his relationship with Vanessa. It's twisted. It's weird. It's kind of like Ghost and Tasha from Power. I'm all into it. I like it. It's messy to me. And now, I reported on the creators saying that they may have leaned too heavily into politics this season, and how some of the stuff that they portray in the show is kind of reflective of real life, and it's the truth. The first episode, Kingpin's task force, they really are running around here like ice. And Kingpin is walking around like he Donald Trump, doing dirty, weird, illegal things. They putting out propaganda, trying to make the city of New York seem great. Everything is great while this police squad is just running around violating people. It's the same shit Trump be doing. Same thing Trump be doing, be telling us, you know, the economy's great and people love him. And we like, nah, the economy is not great. So yeah, man, that is the Daredevil news. And oh yeah, Matt Murdock, he's still a whore. He just be sleeping with everybody. Him and Karen back together. Daredevil he just be doing whatever the hell he want to do. He just be outside. All right. So Marvel just dropped some new details on the Punisher, the One Last Kill special, and looks like it's coming out right after Daredevil. And Jon Bernthal is back as Frank Castle, but this ain't a full series. This is a special presentation. Basically, it's just gonna be like a one shot, but they said it's supposed to hit hard, and it's gonna be about an hour. Now, what's crazy is Jon Bernthal isn't just starring; he actually co-wrote this, so this is gonna feel personal. You know, he's putting his pen down. Like, this is gonna be his version of the Punisher. And the story, it sounds like Frank is trying to step away from that life, like always, trying to be normal. But of course, something just pulls him right back into the chaos. And y'all already know, when Punisher gets pulled back in, it gets violent real quick. He's a very violent man. He's very violent. He gets very angry. He's kind of prickly. He's a little angry fellow. Maybe Marvel is just finally realizing that not every character needs 8 episodes. Sometimes you just need to give them a goddamn one shot. You just need an hour. Everybody don't need 8 episodes. This might be what they need to do moving forward. Just a little one shot is what we need. Plus, let's be real. The Punisher works best when he's able to be grounded and I like the Punisher by himself. I don't really like to see him with other people. He has a good story by himself. But of course, we know he's going to be in Spider-Man. And, you know, the people behind the scenes, they saying this is going to be a high-octane story. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how this sets him up in Spider-Man. Maybe it's some kind of lean in, and it lets us know how him and Peter Parker are entangled and tied up together. Hell, I don't know. We'll see. But that's what we got for Daredevil and the Punisher. Q says, Season 2, Episode 1 was fire. I liked it. Wim says, Luke Cage going to be introduced into the MCU with the Blade movie. Wow. I hope we don't wait that long. Dan the Man says, speaking of Marvel, Wonderman getting a Season 2. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. Q says, I just hope the season gets better. Yeah. Wim says, Matt is a good Christian man. He is. He's a good Christian sinner. Dan the Man said, did you see the showrunner try to do damage control and say the task force isn't about ICE, but another hate group from the 60s? I did not see that. Dan the Man said, Matt is a man of the Lord. A blind work in progress, you may say. Wim says, every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. I've never left. Because I would be lying if I get on here and be like, I'm not going to watch Marvel anymore. I'm going to be there. I'm going to watch. I'm going to be there. All right. What's the next topic? We almost done, y'all. We almost done. Wonderman. Yeah. All right. Let's talk a little bit about Wonderman. So Marvel has renewed Wonderman for Season 2. Did y'all see that coming? Did y'all think it was going to happen? Well, Yahya Mateen said, "Baby, I'm here to stay and I'm not leaving."
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on. This is my home. They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here. They're gonna need to send in the National Guard, a fucking SWAT team, because I ain't going nowhere.
Sapa say the Haitians in the house ain't going nowhere. All right, so let's talk about Wonderman season 2, because I ain't gonna lie, it surprised me a little bit. It surprised me a little bit. Like, the show, it did chart. It charted on Nelson, but it wasn't like breaking records or anything crazy like that. So what did Marvel see to say, yes, we're going to do a season 2? Maybe they saw the love. The people who actually watched it loved it. They was rocking really heavy. The critics loved it. So yes, season 2 is coming. Yahya Abdul Mateen the second is back, and goddamn Trevor Slattery is coming back too. Y'all know I'm a part of the crew who doesn't feel like Trevor Slattery needs to be attached to Wonderman. But whatever, this is the combo they hear. Now, here's where it gets interesting. What does season 2 even look like? Season 1 kind of wrapped up in a personal way. Simon figuring out who he is. He's not just an actor, but he also has someone with power. So what is season 2? This might be where the outside world starts pressing in. Fame, control, government. You know, it can go a lot of different ways. Maybe even damage control stepping back into the picture. And let's talk about the big question. The big question. Are they finally going to tell us if Wonder Man is a mutant? Because Marvel's been playing real quiet with that word, and we're clearly in an era where mutants are slowly creeping into the MCU. So is Wonder Man a mutant, or is he just a goddamn superpowered Haitian? I guess we'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Z, because Kevin Feige don't know right now. And another thing, does this drop before Secret Wars or after? Because if it's after, then the rules of the MCU might be completely different. Like, mutants might not even be a secret no more. And that can turn Wonder Man from this grounded, low-stakes story into something bigger without losing this identity. Is Tremel Tillman going to show up in season 2 as a bigger way to bring the mutants into the fold? They can go in a lot of different directions with this. And hopefully we get to see Yahya doing some superhero in this goddamn time. And I ain't going to lie, I'm just happy that Yahya gets to keep cooking in this role. Y'all know we talked about this when the season ended. I was like, they have to keep him in some kind of capacity. I didn't think they were going to do a season 2. I thought he was maybe going to show up in Secret Wars, maybe be in the movie. I just feel like Yahya Mateen is a star. Why are you going to let this man go? Y'all already lost Aaron Pierre. Y'all already lost Chadwick Boseman. People are real iffy on Anthony Mackie. So I feel like they need Yahya Mateen for their black man representation. They need a good black man that people actually like. Because people are so iffy on Anthony Mackie. But overall, it seems like people like Yahya Mateen. But let me ask you this. Do you even want Wonder Man to connect to the bigger MCU? Or should it just stay in its own lane and just be a show that's doing its own thing? Because they got to figure out what they're finna do with season 2. That's what Marvel has to decide. What really is this show? Who really is Simon? Who really is Wonder Man? They got to figure this out. They got to figure this out. So far, Wonder Man, Daredevil, and Loki are the only shows that's gotten sequels on Disney Plus from Marvel. So they got some time to figure it out. It seems like they're already writing the script. So if they already writing the script, that's telling me that this may not have any connection to the larger MCU, because they probably ain't told Destin Daniel Cretton like how Secret Wars ends. All of this is just so like up in the air. Maybe we'll find some information out soon, but I'm happy for Yahya Mateen. I'm happy. Love to see Yahya working. Let's check the comments. Q says, Wonder Man. S. Jaddick says, MCU is just handing Destin a bribe. So is he going to be in Doomsday or Secret Wars? Otherwise, what are they celebrating? Second class treatment. The Magician says, I'm surprised for sure. Dan the Man says, Yahya know he's up there with Michael B. Jordan and he likes to stick around the TV realm. Speaks a lot to his character, I think. I think Yahya wants to be a superstar. I think he wants to be a movie star. As Jadek says, on a positive note, hopefully we get Shang-Chi and She-Hulk as guest episodes. Maybe. Mental Health says, Tina, don't forget to drop a link. I will. Dan the Man says, speaking of mutants, the chat in the Screen Cush was cooking on some fan casting for X-Men yesterday. Okay, I might have to check that out. JD Informant said, what up, folks? Jay, you are 2 hours late. We almost done. Lawrence said, multiverse them and just make them Blue Marvel. As Jadek says, I need T'Challa, Blade, and Storm. I don't give a damn about no Lexis or race bins. Be careful what you ask for, because as much as I love Storm, I'm not in a rush to get Storm because I just don't think they're going to do right. I just don't think they're going to do right. Q says Marvel is so disjointed and yes, it is so disjointed. That's how Kevin Feige likes it, though. That is how Feige likes it. Next topic. Y'all, we only got about 2 more topics and then we are going to be done. I'm giving y'all a proper warning, okay?
Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. You don't want spoilers, you better skirt. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. You don't want spoilers, you better skirt.
God damn it. Telling y'all ahead of time. All right, so we may be entering spoiler territory because we're going to be talking about Spider-Man, Doomsday, and Secret Wars, all right? Now, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this conversation because I did a longer video on my page. You can check it out. I'm not going to lie. This one right here got my attention because people are starting to pick up on that voice in the Spider-Man trailer, and a lot of folks are like, is that Keith David? Now, if that's true, we got to talk about who could he be playing. Is he Kirk Connors, the Lizard? Now, hear me out. We've seen versions of the Lizard before, but never really one that feels like a dominant intellectual threat. Keith David could bring that presence, like a version of Connors that's not just a victim of an experiment, but someone who like embraces becoming the Lizard, the deeper, more commanding voice. You know what I'm saying? A real different take on the Lizard. That could be different. That could be different. Now, another theory floating around, of course, is the Jackal. I ain't mad at that. If you know the comics, the Jackal is deep into cloning, manipulation, psychological warfare, and that tone Keith David has, that calm, calculated, slightly unhinged energy, that could work. That could fit like a glove. I could see him being the mastermind, pulling the strings. And what's interesting is both characters deal with transformation in different ways. The Jackal plays with identity through cloning, and the Lizard loses identity through mutation. So, what is the story Marvel is trying to tell? And which lane do y'all think Keith David is? Me personally, I think I would like to see him as the Jackal. We done seen the Lizard before. We done seen the Lizard, twice now? I mean, let's move on. Let's do something different. Let's do something new. But I got to ask y'all, who would y'all rather see? Keith David as the Jackal or a more fully realized Lizard? And how does all this tie into Tombstone and Sadie Singh? So many questions. So much shit going on. Who do y'all think he's playing? Nana Man said, you still haven't watched X-Men's Evolution. I have not. I'm barely getting through Dune and Harry Potter. Magician says, I'm nervous for Storm. I am too. Magician says, I would like him to be the Lizard. His voice is perfect. Dan the Man says, I can see Peter trying to prevent his variant Kirk Connors from becoming the Lizard, all while not looking at the other professor, Miles Warren, a.k.a. the Jackal. Lawrence says, I got an idea. Who is JJ Boss? Who is JJ Boss? Q says, if you watch the trailer again, they're in a house party, you see a green Jackal keg. It's the only drink that's not real in product placement. I've seen some people talking about that. Lawrence says he's Robbie Robertson. Could be. You know, maybe he's not neither one. Maybe he's Robbie. He could be. He could be. He could be. All right. Next up. All right, so let's talk about this because it's actually kind of interesting behind the scenes tea. So reporter Jeff Snyder is saying that both Anne Hathaway and Sarah Snook reportedly passed on a female villain role in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Because if y'all remember, at some point, the rumors were Silver Samurai and Viper were possibly villains, and the rumors was Marvel was actively looking for a very strong, commanding actress for this role, someone with real presence, someone between the ages of 30 to 50, somebody that can really come in and dominate the screen. We also thought maybe the role could have been Black Cat, Silver Sable. We didn't know who the fuck they was casting for. Sounds like since they couldn't get a big actress to take that role, maybe they just wrote her out of the script, because so far we haven't heard of any other major women casting outside of Zendaya and Sadie Sink. Now, Jeff Snyder has pretty much confirmed that he's 99% sure that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. And I'm slowly starting to accept it, guys.
This ain't right. This is crazy.
Slowly starting to accept it. There's nothing I can do to change it. It is what it is. So now we just got to move forward and see how all of this plays out. So obviously, she's young. She can be anywhere from 16 years old to 23 years old. We don't know how old Jean Grey and Sadie Sink are going to be in this film. But anyway, Scooper Cryptic HD said that this version of Jean Grey will look a little different visually. He said when she uses her powers, she's going to have a glowing flare around her, very similar to how they did in X-Men 97. And if this is true, I'll be a little bit mad if I'm Bo DeMaio. Like, no shade. I'll be a little bit mad. Because no matter how you feel about Bo, X-Men 97 was such his brainchild. That was really his thing. It really was his product. Marvel them, they didn't really care about this project. That's why he was able to have so much creative input on that show, because they just let him go off and do whatever the hell he wanted to do. He was in an office working his butt off, and I would be pissed if y'all let me go and now y'all want to take part of what I did in X-Men 97 and put it in live action. Bitch, I'd be mad. Now, true enough, Bo does not own this character. Jean did have a little blue glow in the OG cartoon, but it's really more emphasized in X-Men 97. I think now that more people are coming out to confirm that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, we need to look at that Spider-Man trailer in a different light. I don't think she's the villain in the story, even though they're kind of painting her that way. We obviously know that the Department of Damage Control is after her or even captured her. My question is, where the hell did she come from? Or has mutants always been here? Why the heck is she on the run in New York City? My other question is this going to be the Jean Grey that we're staying with through the whole mutant saga? Or, my theory, this has always been my theory because they don't want to pay people, are they letting these young X-Men rock out for like 3 movies, and then are they going to recast them with older adults like they did on House of the Dragon? Otherwise, if this is our Jean Grey through the whole X-Men saga, y'all, I'm pissed off. Because I'm just so used to Jean Grey having a little height on her, being a little statuesque. But I guess this is what it is. This is who we rocking with. And now the big question is, once again, is everybody going to be young, or is Storm going to be older, very similar to our good brother Dan the Man pointed out? Maybe they go to X-Men Evolution route where everybody's kind of young except Storm. Like, ooh, I just cannot believe that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey.
Wow.
I don't like it, y'all. I don't like it. But it ain't shit I can do about it, so this is what we rocking with. All right. The Magician says, Tina, you better go watch X-Men Evolution. I might cut it on. Dan the Man said Anne Hathaway was almost Black Cat in Spider-Man 4, so seeing her here would have been fitting low-key. As well, she can still be Felicia off-screen in Toby's universe. Lauren said Robbie is an older black man. Yeah, he could be Robbie. Lauren says it also fits with the Tombstone storyline. Dan the Man said, good, Tina, let the acceptance flow through you. Can't believe it. Kevin Davis says, the only concern with X-Men reboot, people will reject this film just like Fantastic Four First Steps at the box office. Look, I have always been concerned because I don't think the Thunderbolts director is not your guy to do X-Men. I really don't know. Mental Health says, I literally wrote a book on Storm, unauthorized fan guide to her. Watch Marvel mess up Storm. Mental Health, how we get the book? How do we get the book, Mental Health? Dan the Man says, Namor, Miss Marvel, been told y'all, we out here. Jean popping up again in Secret Wars. The Magician says, I know, man. She'll have to prove me wrong. She has to prove to me she's Jean. Mental Health, you know me and you on the same page. We always been here. Wim says, I want her to play the landlord's daughter and get MJ evicted for playing in Peter's face like that. Dan the Man said, Thunderbolts was good. Get with the program, chat. Thunderbolts wasn't bad. It's just like one of those movies I only watch one time. It's not something like I'm not like put that Thunderbolts on. I'm not running to tell my mom and sister like, y'all really got to see Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was just okay to me. So when I have a movie who's just okay, this is not the guy that I want introducing my mutants. Whoever I want to introduce my mutants has to be somebody who's going to knock it out of the park. Now, to give Kevin Feige some grace, he did try to get Ryan Coogler to do X-Men, and Ryan Coogler was like, hell no. He did try to get... I'm going to blank. Hold on. He did sit down with Jordan Peele for X-Men. Jordan Peele was like, hell no. So they trying to find people to do it, but it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Dan the Man said, you thought Bob was just okay. I didn't say I thought Bob was okay. I said I thought the Thunderbolts was okay. Bob is my biggest complaint. We should have got more Sentry. Why would you only give us one scene of Sentry getting busy? Sentry was the coolest part about the movie, and we only got to see him get busy one time. Wim says Sadie Sink and Hugh Jackman got a huge age gap. Hopefully Hugh Jackman, after Secret Wars, is flicked over to a whole nother universe way somewhere else. Him and Deadpool are flicked the fuck over somewhere there where I don't have to see them anymore. Okay? Hopefully they have nothing to do with this new X-Men. Hopefully they are on Earth 6000, 2021, 37. Flick their ass over there. Get Deadpool and Hugh Jackman and Chris Evans the hell on. Get them on. Sanju says Sadie Sink is a great actress. Doubter, so watch. I do not think that Sadie Sink is a bad actress. I think Sadie Sink is a great actress. I just don't like her for Jean Grey. Now, if you'd have told me she playing Kitty Pryde, we in there. If y'all would have told me that Jean Grey is playing Kitty Pryde, I would be okay. She just not Jean Grey. We tried this already. They went and got old girl from Game of Thrones, Sansa Stark. They put her in Jean Grey. People did not like it because I don't think people want to see Jean Grey as a child. And I'm old, so 20 years old is a child to me. That's a baby. You fresh out of high school. I think they want to see a fully adult, mature Jean Grey. So it has nothing to do with Sadie Sink. Sadie Sink, she's just a baby. That's all. It's the same thing I say about Damson Idris. Damson Idris is a grown-ass man, but he's a baby to me. He has a cute little baby face. Sadie Sink's just like a little baby. So I think for the people who don't like Sadie Sink being Jean Grey, it has nothing to do with her talent. It just has to do with how we see Jean Grey. But you know what? If she is Jean Grey, ain't nothing we could do but rock out with it. That's it. We can only rock out. That's it. All right, we're moving on to the last topic, and then we gonna get up out of here. All right. No, we got two more topics. All right, we about to talk about Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom, Dr. Doom, Dr. I am Doom, you are Doom.
Dr. Doom. All right, so Scooper Alex P went on Twitter and basically said that Dr. Doom might end up wearing Scarlet Witch's crown and not taking it, but that Wanda might actually give him her crown. Now, let's talk about that for a second, because Wanda's crown, it ain't just fashion. That's power. That's identity. That's chaos magic at the highest form. So if she's willingly handing that over, that ain't defeat. That's a choice. Like, she's volunteering her crown. And if you've been paying attention to how Marvel has been setting Dr. Doom up lately, especially with all these rumors about him being more of a savior figure in Doomsday, this could be their way of elevating him to like a whole new god tier. Because imagine Doom not just being a tech genius. He's already magical himself, but now he has chaos magic. Yeah, he gonna be a problem. They really trying to make this man OP. But the real question is, why would the Scarlet Witch do this? Is she broken? Is she trying to fix something she caused? Or is this some bigger multiversal play where we see Doom as the only one who can possibly hold everything together and she just believes in him? I'm telling y'all right now, if Marvel goes this route, we might be looking at Doom that ain't just ruling Latveria. He now will have the ability to control reality itself. And that is different in the MCU. We've heard so many different rumors about Wanda. Remember when all this started last year? Some scoopers were saying Wanda and Doom was going to be in a relationship. Then they said Doom and Sue going to be in a relationship. We also heard rumors that no, Wanda's not in a relationship with Doom. She may be a witch in his coven. We've been hearing a lot. All I got to say is pay Elizabeth Olsen and quit playing with her. Don't have Wanda being no punk, because she ain't no punk. But dang, man, I don't want to see Wanda like feeling powerless again or even depressed or controlled. It seems like they can't figure out what they want to do with Wanda. She is so powerful. They have to figure out a way to nerf her every time. So Dune wearing her crown, okay, whatever. God damn, y'all always want to bring Wanda down. Y'all don't want Wanda to look. She was so happy during WandaVision, and she was wrong for kidnapping that town. She was dead wrong. But my sis was having a good old time in her schizophrenic bipolar days. The only time we see Wanda happy, and now she's gonna be under the thumb of Dr. Doom. Sis just can't get happy. She just can't get right. Jay the Informant says, tired of Wanda. Jay, are you serious, Jay? Get
him banned. We don't do that here. Oh, now I'm pissed. Find out who that is, get him banned. We don't do that. I ain't the one, baby. I take no disrespect. Get him banned. Get him banned.
Why Jay come in here and get banned every week? Don't come in here talking about Wanda. What y'all not finna do is come in here talking about Wanda. Come in here talking about Shuri. Who else my faves? Storm. Y'all not finna come in here talking about my faves. The magician says, it's a shame that I can't even enjoy this Dr. Doom appearance. I just want to puke in my mouth a bit knowing whose face is under the mask. Wim says, dude gonna give her those imaginary kids so she could be happy. Her kids are real. They're real. Jay says she all over the place. It's not her fault. They can't figure out what to do with her. Lauren says, give us Psylocke and Emma Frost. Let Jean sit out. I hope we get Emma Frost. Emma Frost is dope. Wim says, Wanda started off as a villain and returned to be a villain. The magician says, I don't think they expected her to be as popular as she is, and they're playing in her face. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so either. I don't think so. I don't think they know what to do with Wanda or Elizabeth Olsen. They just outside. The only, you know what? I tell y'all this every week. The only people that Kevin Feige them care about is Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and fucking Thor. Everybody else, they just out here on vibes. They just writing the story as we go, just figuring it out as we go. Ain't nobody sitting down saying, this is where we going with Wanda. This is where we going with X-Men. This is where we going. They just out here just freestyling. I saw the other day on Twitter, they say they still rewriting shit on Doomsday. They just out here playing. Lauren said, it's hard for some characters. They power solve a lot of stuff. I get that. That's why you got to have creative writing to figure it out. Figure a way to nerf her without making her depressed and sad. I don't know. The magician says, who would be a great casting for Emma Frost? I don't know. If it was me, I'm just going to get a bunch of new people y'all ain't never heard of. We ain't got no money to be paying no actresses. And you know what? I liked the Emma Frost that was in X-Men First Class. I liked her. She was kind of swaggy a little bit. I liked her. Lauren said the Emma Frost get the girl from Ready or Not. Could be. All right. Last topic. All right. Wim said Margot could have been a good Emma Frost. Yeah, she could do it. She cost too much. We can't afford her, but she would have been dope. All right, so according to Scooper Daniel RPK, and again, we are going to keep this in the rumor territory. Avengers Secret Wars is reportedly going to focus on characters that were not really big or got their shine in Doomsday. And when you actually sit back and think about it, that makes a lot of sense. Because if you look at the Doomsday lineup, it's stacked with heavy hitters. You got the Thor, Fantastic Four, X-Men, Wakanda's, like the movie is already crowded. But then you start noticing like, okay, where's Doctor Strange? Where's Captain Marvel? Where's Spider-Man? Where's Wanda? Some of the biggest names in the MCU are missing or barely involved. So if Doomsday is more about setting the stage, the war, the incursions, Doom establishing himself, then Secret Wars might be the other side of the MCU and where other people step in. And that's where it gets crazy, because now you're talking about a film that could center characters like Spider-Man, maybe Wanda, Doctor Strange, Young Avengers, who knows? X-Men, the new X-Men. They said Sadie Sink in it. Now, on top of that, the reports are also saying that Doomsday reshoots are focusing more on character-driven scenes. So, of course, they're doing reshoots like they always do. And I'm not going to lie, that actually gives me a little bit more confidence, because one of the biggest complaints about Marvel lately is everything feels too plot-heavy, too CGI, not enough character moments. So if they're going back and adding more emotional beats, more things that make sense, more development, that tells me they know they got some problems and they need to go in and get some stuff fixed. And low key, I don't think this far into filming, they should be course correcting. But this is just what Marvel does. Because think about it. If Doomsday builds the chaos and gives us spectacle, maybe Secret Wars is going to give us more character work. I don't want it to be boring like Endgame, because Endgame was a little slow. But, you know, make some of this stuff make sense. So my only question is, who's going to be the face of Secret Wars? Is it going to be Spider-Man? Is it going to be a new T'Challa? Only time will tell. We don't know. We do not know. All right, let's check the comments. The Magician says, I'm assuming we're talking about Emma Frost. She would have to rival the energy of the Storm casting. Yep. The Magician says Margot would eat as Emma Frost. She would. She'd do a great job. All right. I think that's all we have. Let me see. Is Mental Health still in here? He said he wanted to come up and talk. Let me put it in. All right. Let's see. How do I send a link? Invite a guest. Naomi Campbell would have been the perfect Storm. Now, child. Naomi Campbell is a diva, baby. We don't have time for Naomi. All right. That's a link. But anybody want to come up? We not finna be here all night. We not finna be here all night. I don't know who gonna be the face of Secret Wars. Of course, we would like for it to be Black Panther. Of course, we just got to see how it works out. It's interesting. I think they gonna pull Doomsday off, but it's so interesting because they got so many people in this movie. They got so many people, but I think the story is going to be very small. I think because we know they have a lot of people, but I think they are going to compartmentalize this very well. I think they're going to figure it out. They already got everybody kind of grouped off. So now once you got people grouped off, you got your X-Men group, you got your Wakandian group. Who are we missing? You got the Fantastic Four and the New Avengers. Once you got your people grouped off, then you just figure out how to tell a story within those groups and tie it back into Dune. So we'll see. All right. We got Mental Health coming up here. Oh, we got Dan the Man. We got a bunch of people. All right. What y'all got?
There's an echo.
Let's see. Let's see.
All right, I'm back.
Is it still an echo?
No, I had a double. The tabs were playing.
Okay.
Hang on.
What's up, Mental Health? What's up,
Sec-
Dan the Man?
What's up?
What y'all got?
I'm gonna let Mental Health go first.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm sorry.
Okay. You go first, Dan the Man. Mental Health need a second. What we got?
Oh man, you already know where I'm coming in hot with that X-Men, man.
Yeah.
Finna enjoy that. How we feel about that Sadie Sink, man?
I don't like it, but I'm here. There's nothing I can do.
You're
I just have
damn
to
right.
accept
It's
it.
nothing you can do because you're gonna be right there soaking it all in when brand new day drops in July. Yes, ma'am. I'm finally thankful you have not only accepted but you've embraced it. Very good.
I have not embraced it. I don't fight against the current too much. There's nothing I can do. She here, so I just have to take it in.
Get in on that X-Men evolution. But no. So I'm here for that. The X-Men for sure. I'm here for that Sadie Sink. I'm here for that evolution thing they're doing. I need the young X-Men here. I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to roll out. But obviously we're gonna have some altercation. That's why I'm impressed for you to watch Evolution. You got Wolverine, Storm, Beast, all them folks. They can be old and be teachers. That's cool. But the rest of them, make them young. Let them grow into it.
How many seasons do we got? Let me see. 4 seasons. Okay, I can knock that out.
Yeah, you can do that. But what's up with the T'Challa as Doomsday and Secret Wars being the face? What's up with that?
I don't know. I ain't talked to nobody. I have no tea. When I have tea, I tell y'all. I haven't reached out to anybody, so I guess we got to see. I don't know.
She's sleeping on the job, y'all. She's sleeping on the job.
I already told y'all. I am not a scooper. I'm not sitting on the phone calling people trying to get tea. That's not what I do. If it's something pressing, I'll pick up the phone, but I'm not calling people every day like, what you heard, what you heard. I don't know.
Terrible. Good and terrible.
You in the industry, you tell us the tea. You in the industry. I'm out.
This your show. This your show.
I've been out of the industry for a long time now. I'm not in there. I am in finance now. I am in finance. I'm a financier. I'm out of movies.
I just got it on the full screen. You expect me to burn my contacts on your big show where the whole world gonna watch? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Lauren said, Tina, you know the hairstylists and makeup and stunt people be talking. They do. People be talking.
Oh yeah, the Black Snape. What's up with that? Y'all not rocking with it?
You know how I feel. I'm rooting for Black Snape. I'm here.
You ain't see my Dr. Umar comment though about it earlier.
I did not, but I have seen people talk about that. Mental health, what you got, bro? What you got today?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. What you got? What you got for us?
Pretty good. Yeah. Thank you. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you very much for inviting me to be on your stream. I used to have my own YouTube channel a few years back, so it's been a minute since I was on live or stream or whatever, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I enjoy your channel a lot.
Thank you.
You put out very good content consistently, and you provide entertainment and very informative for a lot of people on this platform. So thank you very much.
I appreciate
it.
that. You be
I
laughing
appreciate
at
it a
the
lot.
blacks. You like I'm here with the blacks. I be laughing at y'all.
Not even. Not even.
Oh, what you got for us? You got something you want to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, this is kind of a hot take, but I feel like Avengers Doomsday is kind of Marvel's Hail Mary at this point. In my opinion, they've been catching a lot of L's recently. Yeah, well, no, I'm glad to hear that because I feel like Marvel has been kind of taking a lot of L's recently. And I mean, it's been in my sort of. I feel like superhero movies in general are kind of on a steady decline at this point. But Marvel especially. Marvel. We all know this. Marvel can't last forever. So at some point, it does have to come to an end. I personally feel like since Endgame, they haven't really been able to catch up. And if they don't stick the landing with Doomsday, then they probably will eventually look for it to come to an end eventually, soon afterwards.
Stick the
I
landing
feel
look
like team up
for you?
movies are probably out of the question.
What do they need to get? What does that look like to you?
Okay. So does anybody know what was the last Marvel movie that came out? Fantastic Four, right? So what was the Rotten Tomatoes score for that? What was the audience score for that?
Off the top.
Box office wise, I think it did okay. If I'm not mistaken. It might have underperformed, I guess, a little bit. I don't know. My point being that it just feels like with everything that I've been hearing personally about Doomsday, whatnot, I'm sorry, I just can't get that excited for it. I don't to this day. I'm still pissed about them basically casting in or hiring from within and getting RDJ to play Doctor Doom, which in my opinion is lazy. It's lazy as F. It's just why? Like, dude, when they did the reveal at Comic-Con a few years ago, RDJ, my friend told me about it and I thought it was a bad joke. And then I saw the footage and I was like, this is some why? Like, here's the thing. I was disappointed, but I was not surprised. At this point, I was like, Marvel, God damn you. But I was like, see, no, that's some Marvel shit. That is some Marvel shit. 100%. RDJ as Doctor Doom. We just got 11 years of the guy's Iron Man, and you just like why? This is lazy, man. You know what I mean? There's plenty of other actors out there who have never been in a Marvel movie who are perfectly capable of playing Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is possibly the greatest Marvel villain of all time in the comics, and you literally hire your mascot to play him. Like, what the? I mean, really, man. Like,
look, I think I'm with
like
you.
I'm
Me
sorry.
and the
Like, okay,
magician with you. Dan the man don't agree, but me and the
and I don't
magician
get it.
with you.
I mean, he don't even RDJ. He doesn't even need it. He doesn't even need to work at this point. So at this point, it's kind of like he really doesn't. All that Endgame money, all that Marvel Studios money, he doesn't need to work ever again. But it just feels like, I don't know, cast Denzel, cast Tom Hanks, cast somebody old, cast a veteran, cast fucking, I don't care, anybody but him. You know what I mean? And it's just like, here's the thing, like, I mean, just in terms of sticking the landing with Doomsday, if it gets good reviews, if it actually by some miracle turns out to be good, which, like, don't get me wrong, I know I'm talking a lot of shit right now, but I do want it to be good.
Yeah.
I don't want it to suck. I don't go into any movie paying damn near $30 nowadays to watch a movie for 2.5 hours and wanting it to be bad. I want it to be good. I am a Marvel fan. I'm rooting for them to win. Do I think it'll be good? I'm being cautiously optimistic, and I'm keeping my expectations low because they have not been able to repeat the same. I mean, they've been off their game, and eventually it has to come to an end.
I don't agree with that.
So
It's
I don't
never
know.
gonna come to an end. Look at Star Wars. Star Wars has been here what, 50 years now?
No, don't get me started on Star Wars. Star Wars is
Look,
Star Wars
I
is
don't know enough
done.
about Star Wars
Star
to go
Trek
down
is
that
done.
lane. I don't know enough.
No,
I don't know enough.
okay. So here's the thing, right? So here's the thing, like Star Wars. I was thinking about this the other day. These franchises, they need to come to an end. These franchises are old as shit. Star Wars, Star Trek, what is it? The whole MonsterVerse, James Bond, Marvel, DC. Come up with new fucking shit. Stop. Scream. What? What are we on now? Scream 10. This is ridiculous. Like,
Hold
stop.
on now. Hold
Just
on.
look.
Look, now I gotta put my business hat on. Hold on.
He's actually cooking with Scream though. Scream 7 was horrible.
Scream 7 was
Horrible.
not good, but it is the highest grossing Scream in the franchise, so it will continue.
Okay, and see, hey, Tina, that's the problem. Because I'm a film nerd, so I know how much my Scream 7 has made almost, $120 million domestically somehow. Which just boggles my mind, but whatever. But because of that, we're getting at least 3 more of that shit. 3 more Scream movies, at least. At least. Like Scream 7, I like that whole killer reveal. I was like, what the actual fuck? I was like, who the fuck is that?
It was
I don't even understand. Like, it's just like Nev Campbell looking old as shit, like with some final new girl. That this is what, like the 3rd new final girl or something like that. Like, what happened to the last one? Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega. Like, god damn, it's just like no, really, it's just like
You
it's
gotta
time
keep
for.
feeding the people if the people want the food. The people want the food. They keep going to eat it. How we mad that people are going to continue to watch this stuff and they keep making it? We ain't told McDonald's to stop making Big Macs and they horrible.
Listen, I'm damn near 40 years old. I just turned 39 this year. Okay, you know who's buying up all these tickets? It's Gen Z. Gen Z, listen, if you are watching this stream right now, please stop paying for trash. Just stop it. Just don't support original new content. Stop. These franchises need to come to an end. It's sad when sequels, when all studios.
Oh, let's go.
Hold on, mental health. I'm gonna bring Dre up. No, we're not gonna take our time because I'm not gonna be here all night with y'all.
Oh, I get you. I'm not gonna even take too much time. I 100% agree with him. But not all shows. I haven't seen number 7 yet, but I'm still a Scream fan. I don't like the direction because, like, back in the day, it used to be like you get stabbed 1 time. Now you can get stabbed like 7 times, and you're still alive for the next movie. So I don't like that part. But other than that, I agree with them.
What's your Marvel takes, Jay?
I mean,
What
it's
you
just
got for Marvel?
Hold on,
yeah.
me
I don't
going
know.
in and out?
Screen.
One moment, mental health. I'm asking Jay what his Marvel take is. What's your Marvel takes? What you
I'm
got?
looking forward to Marvel.
Oh, okay.
I'm on board with most of the stuff they're doing. I'm looking forward to Wonderman. I'm looking forward to Doomsday. I just hope they don't mess it up. That's all I gotta say.
And let me ask you something. Why the hell you came in here 2 weeks ago hating on Zendaya? What did Zendaya do to you?
I don't like that chick, man. I mean, I like that in Euphoria, but other than that, I don't like her.
Why?
I mean, I see her too much. When I see actors too much, I get overwhelmed with them. It's the same with Mark Wahlberg. When they use these people way too much, you don't give other people opportunities. Not only are you not giving other people opportunities, but you're just flooding the zone with the same people over and over. I'm tired of seeing the same people. And
What
Zendaya
has
is on my
Zendaya
list.
been in, bro?
It's too much stuff. Every
You
time I
can't
look up,
even
she's
name
up.
it. You finna get kicked
Euphoria.
off. Finna get
Hold on.
banned.
She was
Finna
in
kick him
Euphoria.
off.
Hold on. I'm about to say so because I don't watch all her stuff. But she was in Euphoria. She was in that movie where she was a tennis player screwing like 4 dudes. She was in that Dune. She was in Spiderman.
Years ago.
No, it still counts. They're still overusing her. Oh, come on, man. You know she's in a lot of stuff. I don't need to name everything because I try not to pay attention to
She's
what.
really not. She's really not in a lot of stuff to be an actress. You
Look,
want to work.
Yeah, I get that, but still, man. I mean, she's like Sadie Sinks, but not Sadie Sinks. What's the other girl name? The other girl in Euphoria, Sydney or something like that. She's like her, but she's been doing it for like the last 5 to 6 years. I'm just tired of seeing her. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Like, I don't have anything personal against her. It's just like when I see her, Mark Wahlberg, people like that, The Rock. When I see them in all these movies, it's upsetting, man. Like, there's plenty of talent out there. They need to get new people in.
I think the little mulatto girl
use-
broke your heart in middle school, and you just taking it out on Zendaya. That's what I think.
Maybe high school, but not middle school. Come on. So, I mean, look, I don't have anything really against her, but I'm just tired of seeing her. I'm not going to lie to you. And I don't think Sadie Sinks is a good fit for this new Marvel movie coming up. Maybe she's going to be doing what Blue said, which makes a lot of sense than her coming in as Jean Grey. Was it Teflon or something like that? That makes way more sense for her to be this Teflon person than Jean Grey, because you can't introduce Jean Grey as like a fifth wheel character, because they're going to give Punisher a lot of screen time. Spider-Man is going to get a lot of screen time. You got other people that's going to get screen time. You're talking about they're bringing in the Hand. Why would you bring in all that and then bring in Jean Grey too? So I would give Blue, like, I think Dan is saying timeout.
Yeah, Blue thinks she's Typhoid Mary, but I think too many people are confirming that she's Jean. She's Jean. I gotta go blow my nose. Y'all talk. I'll be back. I gotta blow my nose.
All right, what's up, Jay?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Good, brother, good. What were we saying about Jean not being in Brand New Day?
I'm hoping she's not playing Jean. I'm hoping Sadie Sinks is not playing Jean.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. All right. This is where you and I will disagree for sure.
Okay.
For bump the Typhoid Mary thing. Bump
Okay.
Shatra. I would have given you guys Mayday Parker, because that one actually low key makes sense with the Toby's daughter thing, and maybe Firestar, but Jean, just being a huge X-Men fan, I grew up on X-Men Evolution and X-Men the animated series and just everything X-Men. That her being Jean, just for this iteration of the MCU, makes sense, because when you follow, when the X-Men do get reintroduced, you want them to be different from the previous iterations. Yes, you could have found a 30-year-old, 40-year-old Jean, sure, whatever. But I think the decision to go young does have to do with the longevity, because you're going with the mutant saga. You do want to follow these new characters further 10, 20, 30 years down the line. Growing up with Sadie, seeing her grow into that. But also, hell, Jean has been a teenager when she was introduced too. When she was first introduced, Jean, Scott, Angel, they were all kids. So it's not like they're straying. Like in the 1960s, Stan Lee's comics, they were, teenagers. So seeing her in Brand New Day might be a weird choice to y'all, but I think because it's the Marvel Universe, this is the shit that people have been asking for. Why it have to happen in the Spider-Man movie? I don't know. But seeing characters cross over is what makes the MCU special. And they heard the complaints about Phase 4 being not that, so I think they want to do all that together. Again, don't know why it's in a Spider-Man movie. Sure, okay, fine. It should just call Ultimate Alliance. But yeah, Brand New Day, the Jackal, Punisher, Hulk, Jean Grey, all that. Blend it all, make it happen. The Hand, Tarantula, Shocker, Yelena Belova, bring it all. I'm ready. Let's go.
Lawrence says it's weird because they have the Fox X-Men too.
Joe, dude.
So sounds like Lawrence wants more of a clear path here. Seems like it's a lot going on.
I don't know what to say about that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I just want to say something really quickly. I read. I won't spoil anything and potentially spoil anything. I read alleged leaks or spoilers about Brand New Day, and so if it's true, if everything I read is true on Reddit, then it actually makes sense as to why all these people were in this movie. It's totally without giving anything away. I will say that thematically, it does focus on Parker. It is still a Peter Parker story,
Right.
very much so through and through. All these people that are in this movie, Punisher, whether it's Jean, whoever else, the Hand, it will make sense. It all actually does make perfect sense. And it is very much through it. If anything, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Sam Raimi stories a little bit back in the day, the ones that sort of everything revolved around Parker and his growth as a person. So if what I read is true, then it's keeping in line with that. And the whole Jean Grey thing, yeah, she was a part of that leak that I read too. It does make sense as to why she's there.
So check this
and
out.
so
Wim says
yeah, but I don't know. Who knows? It might not be true.
I think he has a lag. Wim says T'Challa is going to be older than Xavier.
Where'd you get that from? What?
I guess he's saying if the mutants are young, Professor X is going to be young, and that means T'Challa would be older if we're going to go with traditional T'Challa. So I think he's saying maybe you got to go with a young T'Challa. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm actually confused by that one because you mentioned X-Men Evolution earlier, I believe, Dan,
Yeah.
and that's the one that had Spike in it, right? So you had Storm, who was a grown woman. Spike is her nephew in high school.
Yep.
I would love to see Spike on TV. And then you had Jean Grey, Scott Summer. They're all teenagers. Nightcrawler's a teenager. You had the Blob. You had Toad. All of them are Earthquake. They're all teenagers. So I would love to see the teenagers part. That would be great.
Yes.
I just don't like it in a Spider-Man movie. I'm just not liking that part.
That's fair. That's fair. And apparently there's supposed to be, Tina spoiled this, so it's this whole spoiler thing. But it's not really. Who knows if it's true. There's another mutant in Brand New Day. Could be Cyclops. Hope to God it's Nightcrawler. But yeah, this movie's going to be filled to the brim with stuff, bro. It's going to be interesting.
Okay.
And also, the thing with T'Challa, in X-Men Evolution, Professor X is still the same old Professor X. So Charles
he is.
And I feel like with the whole mutant aging thing, a lot of people just somehow forget that mutants age slower. That's always that's a part of every mutant's thing. So when folks want to say, why is Magneto, how are we going to do it? Because we're getting further and further away from the Holocaust, make him a child. No, Magneto does age slower. Everyone in the chat, just please recognize that. So don't get confused. Don't freeze Magneto. Don't do no bullshit like making him this child. He's all mutants age slower, okay? And they could even use that for Sadie to have her stick around too longer than she need to.
She just looks young. That's my thing. She just looks young, and I look young, so I get it. But I'm just like,
yeah, no, I get it. I get it. But to his point, Professor X and Magneto are pretty old, so I don't see how T'Challa is going to be older than them. I'm like, maybe T'Challa will be 10 years, at minimum 10 years younger than them, but I'm like, we're talking about guys that were in their 50s and 60s during X-Men Evolution. So I'm like, what are you talking about? If T'Challa's going to be older than them, they were talking about a 70-year-old, 80-year-old Denzel Washington, maybe?
Yeah, I guess I think that's, the theories that we just don't know. That's the biggest thing. We don't know. We don't know how they're doing it. We don't know if it's T'Challa. We don't know if it's T'Challa Jr. We don't know if it's X-Men Evolutions. That would make sense, but who knows?
Yeah, just kill me now if it's TJ.
Yes.
Why do we keep bringing him up, bro?
Because he's here. He's here. That's
No
why he
else
keeps
is here.
getting brought up. He's here.
Sadie Sink is here. All right, go ahead.
And I've accepted that. I accepted it today. I have accepted it. I'm like, it is what it is.
That's a good.
I won't accept it till after the movie. After I watch the movie, maybe.
Okay.
I want to say something
Go ahead, mental health.
really quickly regarding Storm. Marvel, if anybody that watches Marvel is watching Tina's stream right now, if you guys fuck this up, I am done. If you fuck up the casting behind Storm, and you mess that up, you done already messed it up twice with Halle Berry and Alexandra Shipp. I love Halle Berry. I will always love Halle Berry. She's one of the God's gift to men, as far as I'm concerned. But I'm sorry, she is not Storm, and that has been said over time and again for decades now. You done fucked up by casting her as Storm. She's not Storm. So, in my opinion, that is very like you can't mess that up. Storm is a literal goddess. She was a thief. She's a mutant. She's the queen of Wakanda. Everything like that, right? She's like one of the most. She's basically her along with Wolverine is like the face of the X-Men. So how you please like take extra care in the casting Aurora Monroe. And yes, I did write a book about her. Huge fan. I literally have.
How do we get the book?
I have an
You
actual
telling us you
Storm tattoo.
wrote a book. Where do we get the book?
Do we download the book? I'll read it, man.
No, I haven't published it yet. I have not published it yet. I will
You gotta
publish
publish it, man. You know,
We'll
usually if
publish
somebody recommend me something, I'll go and get it. You know what I mean? Chill wouldn't shut up about Dakota. You know, the Dakota incident. So I went and got I went and got that. I like to read. So, you know, I'll go get something if somebody put it out, man. If it's for a fair price. I'm not spending like $100. So, you know.
Gotta save the pockets. But you might get your wish, mental health. There's if you believe Halle Berry, she might not even be in Doomsday. So there you go.
Jamie Lawson or Jodie Turner-Smith. There's your Storm.
I think she is. I personally.
Jamie Lawson all day.
Who do you want mental health to be Storm? This your girl.
I don't want anyone that has been suggested. I know, and that's the thing. I don't want anyone that's been suggested. I don't want Cynthia Rivero. I like her. I like Cynthia a lot. I just don't think she's right for Storm. If I'm being honest, Storm needs to be a completely unknown, not from America. She needs to be African. That's the interesting thing, though. Because technically, I just want to clear this up really quickly. I'm not trying to ramble. Everyone thinks a Storm is African, but she moved to Cairo when she was 5 with her family. And she grew up in Kenya as a goddess. So anyway, sorry, just getting that out of the way. Basically, I want unknown Storm. I want unknown actress, preferably African. Someone I had to be careful how I use this term. Not exotic, but let's just say, for lack of a better word, kind of within that range. Someone who's kind of like Gal Gadot, right? Gal Gadot, like she fit Wonder Woman perfectly. Her background, her voice, her demeanor, her appearance. She was born to play Wonder Woman. I want the same thing for Storm. I want someone who's not that well known, someone who has not been suggested, no fan cast. I want somebody just a rare find, someone who's on the come up, or just like someone who's looking to break through in the industry.
Right.
That's what I want, because Storm is a very special character in the comics.
Because Storm don't have no damn New York accent.
Because Storm is not from Harlem.
Hey, and going off what he just said, and okay, I'm gonna give Chill some more credit that he really don't deserve. That he's absolutely right. Somebody that we don't know about, somebody that we don't know about, because then Marvel can lock them in for like 4 movies, and don't let them do 2 movies. Then they get bigger than their britches and like, oh, don't you know who I am now? You need to give me 200 million. Lock them in for 4 movies. That's a great time to take advantage of not take advantage of somebody, but make them a star and get a good deal out of them.
But you can't because people ain't stupid. You cannot go get someone and say you're gonna play Storm and think that their agent is not smart enough to know what I'm gonna negotiate for this role.
That's a good point. But say if you get somebody that's making they barely can get any work or something like that, you get them and you say you're gonna pay them $2 million a movie, like $2 million for the first movie, and depending on how good it is, you get some revenue out for that, and $4 million for the next, then $6 million plus revenue for the next. I think they'll take that. I mean, instead of your agent making $0 in fees, they'll make something fee. I don't know, man. I'd rather take something than nothing. And millions of dollars is millions of dollars, man. The economy is bad. A lot of struggling actors are out here. You probably can find some on the sidewalk. You can find them anywhere. So somebody will take that. And like you said, as long as they're African, they got that African voice. Hey, I'm pretty sure you get somebody to bite.
I
And they
think
got to
they're
be
gonna
able
go.
to
I
do it.
think they're gonna go with a. I think they're gonna go with a name for Storm.
Probably so. You're probably
I
right.
don't think they're gonna go unknown. I think there's a couple characters that they want a name to. We obviously see Sadie Sink. We put her with Jean. I think they're gonna try to find a name for Storm and Scott. And I think everybody else they gonna be like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, probably. I mean, with Sadie Sink, I don't. Besides Stranger Things, I don't know what else she's been in. I know she was in that movie The Well, so I really didn't understand why they picked her out of all people. But I guess Sadie Sinks is going to be okay for Jean, even though they did royally screw it up when it came to last time they picked Jean. They picked the girl from Game of Thrones. They messed up on Scott Summer. They picked that guy from random movies. I'm hoping they don't mess it up like they did the last X-Men, because like the X-Men has always been everywhere. Like they're in the Days of Future Past. Next thing you know, they're in the 70s. Next thing you know, they're in the 2050s. I mean, they just lost their way, and I'm hoping that this don't go the way it went the last time.
Who y'all wanted to play Scott for Sadie's Jean?
I don't care, child.
Ooh, that's a good question though.
I don't care.
Yeah, I can't even come up with somebody.
Fine, Bishop then. Who you want to play Bishop?
I don't care.
Jesus Christ, she's not for the cause. All right, go ahead.
Because some of these people, I don't care. As long as you get somebody to do it, I don't care.
Right.
Well, you probably gonna find. Go ahead.
Oh, then you got to find somebody to play that new Cable, because the guy that's playing Cable right now, he's kind of older in age, but he was perfect. He was so damn good for Cable. Jesus Christ.
You talking about that Josh Brolin?
Yeah, he was so damn good, man. Oh Lord, he was good.
Someone had said something about Arnold Schwarzenegger and his son to play, like, if his son was to play Scott and then Arnold plays Cable, it would be like a weird father-son father casting.
Arnold is too old. Arnold is like 92 years old. Let that man.
He's gonna be rolling around in a wheelchair.
Right.
Cable.
Not
But we
even
do
that.
need-
I think Arnold think he could do it, and he'll go too hard and end up having a heart attack on the set. So it's like, Arnold, just go sit on the beach.
That's probably what's going to happen in
Go
Conan
chill,
Barbarian.
Arnold.
But we do need
It
to
ain't
do-
gonna make it. That movie's not coming out. That movie's
We-
not gonna come out.
We do need new Cable, though.
But it's 9:45, y'all. Y'all gotta get up
Oh,
out
for
of here.
sure. All right. Hey, thanks for
Y'all know
inviting me
me.
on.
Y'all can come up anytime, but I gotta go find me something to eat. I appreciate y'all.
peace.
Thank you, Mental Health, for coming in every week, telling people to follow me. Thank you, Jay, for being
you.
a hater. Thank you, Dan the Man, for being a famous actor, for always supporting me. I love you guys all.
Yeah.
Oh man, nice, great time talking to you guys. I appreciate y'all for stepping up with me. All right, y'all got any final words in the chat? I thank y'all for hanging out with me. My mama's supposed to be in here somewhere. Mama, if you in here, leave a comment in the chat. She just called me and was like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "On my show." Mama, if you in the chat, leave a comment. Y'all got any closing words before we get up out of here? I think we had a great show tonight. Talked about some interesting stuff. Y'all got anything? Magician, thanks for always coming in. Q, y'all send Q good luck. He's getting ready to go into the military soon. Let me see. Sanju says, Jeff Snyder says Harris Dickinson is rumored to play Cyclops. Margot Qualley as Rogue. They're not going to use all of these. Somebody said, bring your mama on the stream. I should bring my mom on one day. I'm going to bring her on one day. She is really like a big Marvel fan. My mama is a big, and not like a big Marvel fan in the way of like how we are. She's just somebody who loves all of the movies, all of them. You cannot, if you tell my mama that there's a bad Marvel movie out, she'll be like, no, it's not. She loves the Eternals. She like the Thunderbolts. Fantastic. My mama loves everything that Marvel has put out. I'm going to bring her on one day. But she don't love it in like a nerdy way that she knows like all the ins and outs. She's just like, these are just great movies. She's like, these are just great. She's like, I really connected with the villain. Dan the Man said, put her through. I don't think she watched Secret Invasion. That might be one she did not watch. But then again, I think she did watch it because she liked Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones. I'm gonna bring her on here one day. She is hilarious. My mama is funny. She is funny. Like me and my mama, we watch like all the Marvel stuff, and my sister, she's always like movies behind. Like she's always missed out on something. So I was talking to my mom, and I'm like, you know, where are we gonna watch Doomsday at? Are y'all coming to my house to watch Doomsday, or am I coming to y'all? And she was talking about my sister. She was like, your sister, she's so far behind. She ain't gonna know what's going on. We might not need to take her. Just leave her. She was like, your sister, she don't know. I think the last thing your sister watched was probably Black Panther Wakanda Forever. She don't know nothing. You know your sister, she don't know what's going on. She ain't watched Fantastic Four or nothing. My mama be tripping. She be like, I'm coming to your house and we gonna go and watch it in your theater because your theater got the reclining seats. I'm not bringing your sister. Your sister's too far behind. She ain't watched Daredevil. I'm not bringing your sister. And my sister is a director of finance of one of the cities. She do all that. She's like, I don't be having time, and I just catch it when I catch it. And my mom be like, and that's why you're not coming with me, because you're not going to be in that theater asking me questions. Who is this and who is that? I ain't got time to answer your questions. I'm here to watch the movie. She be like, that's right. Because you done had all this time to get caught up. Don't get in the movie asking me who this person is and who this person is. I don't have time to explain that to you. You should have been watching it. That's how my mama be. I'm going to bring her on one day. But she going to get on here and act proper. She's going to be like, hi, guys. How are you doing? She ain't proper, child. She is not. My mama will tell you off. But, thank y'all for checking out and hanging out with me. Y'all know CinemaCon is coming up, and I'm going. Y'all pray for me. Y'all see how the airport situation is. I'm stressed. I am stressed about this airport situation. I personally want to just pay some of the TSA agents and be like, can y'all just work the day that I'm working? Y'all, it's so bad, y'all. I was thinking, like, I ain't got a lot of money. I don't think I got a lot of money, but y'all, it's so bad. I was thinking about getting on a private jet. I swear to God, because I tried to upgrade my seat to first class. Ain't no first class seats. I'm like, I can't be waiting in the airport for 4 and 5 hours. I was looking up jet flights. You can get a seat on a jet for about $3,000, but I'm about finna get on the jet. Because I'm not finna be in no airport for no 5-6 hours. I would be so upset. Y'all tell Trump to pay the TSA people. Damn. I'm trying to go to CinemaCon for y'all, to bring y'all the content, and I got to sit in in the fucking airport 5, 6, 7 hours in line. I'm pissed off. I'm stressed out. Damn. I'm looking up PJ prices. Like, can I get a seat on a jet for only $3,000 if the jet already going there? Do I got to rent the whole jet, $10,000, $20,000? I don't need the whole jet. I just need a seat. Can I just get a seat on the jet? If somebody already going, I'm calling my friends. Do y'all want to go in and get a jet so we just fly? We got to do this airport stuff. That is stressing me out. Y'all see them lines? Pay the TSA people, child. Pay the people so they can get me through this line in about a week or two. I'm doing it for y'all, to bring the content to y'all. Going fucking Vegas. Jesus Christ. Whew. The things you do for your people that you love. And I love y'all.
Man, I love being black. I love y'all.